Hello everyone, Karnasa here, and welcome back to the first Coming Home Redux livestream I've done in a very, very long time. It has been a very long time. It's been a very long time indeed. So what we're going to be doing on this live stream, before I say hello to everyone, is the thumbnail. That was something I threw together really quickly in the spaceplane hangar, hyper-edited it onto Armstrong. It's not functional at all. But what we want to do is build something like that we're going to put down on the surface of Armstrong. It's going to manufacture everything. It's going to be a great place for our Kerbals to go visit. Everyone's going to have a really good time over there. It's going to be fantastic. No one's going to have a breakdown. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be absolutely fabulous, and it's going to produce all we could ever want for future interplanetary missions, building spacecraft around Armstrong. It's going to be great, and we're going to start designing that on today's live stream. I don't know if we're going to be able to get that finished, or what we're going to get to, really. I would like to get quite a long way into it. And one thing that there are a few things that I need to decide as well. But hello and welcome everyone that is here. Welcome to this live stream. And I think what we are going to do before we actually get into the VAB is play some music. Oh, this is very, very reggae focused on the lo-fi stream beats playlist. We're going to go and rescue the two crew that I left on the Eve, because there was only enough room for 4 Kerbals on that space plane to bring them back at the end of the last episode. So I have 2 Kerbals up there already. And I actually happen to have a Manta in orbit of Road that is a really old Manta, but it's still one of the good ones, so we should be able to recover them safely with that. But welcome everyone to the stream. There's been a lot of people in chat already, so welcome. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. It's going to be different. Obviously, I've been streaming nothing but RO recently, so it's nice to get into something a little bit different. But what we are going to do is we are going to come into Kerbal Space Program, come to the tracking station, find the Manta that has been left in orbit for God knows how long. It's been there for ages. And we are going to attempt to go to the Eve, recover those 2 Kerbals and bring them safely back down. Don't want to be rude, but how old am I? I'm 29 years old. I don't look it, and someone said I looked 17 on a stream that I did the other day, which was was very interesting. And also, I started my job on Monday, and people do not believe that I am my age, which is quite funny. I am really, I am. Anyway, we are going to go to, where is it? We do have a Manta crew launcher station. This is the single Manta that we do currently have in orbit around Road. And what we're going to do is we're going to fly this for a little bit. We're going to take that over to the Eve-class vessel. We're going to recover the last 2 Kerbals that are on there, and then we're going to try and land this. And this will be interesting because I've not actually done a targeted landing on stream before. So I've been doing it in the episodes, and it's always the case. When you do something, when you've got a bit of an audience, something always goes wrong. But I know the method. I have a method now. So hopefully we should get a nice targeted landing of Road at the runway on Road, and we should be all good. Same problem here. I'm 27 and look 19. Yes, exactly. No, people always think I look much younger than I do. You're right. You look tired. I mean, I was up at 4:30 this morning because my shift at my new job started at 6. So I probably am very, very, very tired. Oh dear. Oh no, we do have 2000. Why is this reading that we've got no Delta V? Why does it say we've got no... Well, let's activate these, and hopefully that should be enough. We've got 2000 meters per second, so I feel like that should definitely be more than enough. Let's control from here and see. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Right, okay. Yeah, no, I was working really early this morning, and basically, I have had a nap in the middle of the day because I woke up at a ridiculous time, but I am still probably going to be quite tired. Although I should be able to power through this stream. I feel like things will be good. Right, so we want to match our orbits. So like that. That's going to cost us 500 meters per second of Delta V. That is quite expensive, but it's not the end of the world. And we need to kind of burn a little bit retro as well. Let's keep one of those up and just make sure that we're pretty much spot on. I want to be in a nice circular orbit, and then that way, well, it's a lot easier to do our rendezvous. And we are in the same, yeah, everything there is fine. Everything there is good. So what we are going to do is warp ahead to that burn, and we are going to try and do a little bit of a rendezvous at the beginning of this stream. So Kanasa, did I tell you about the physics hold mod? I think you did. Was that the one where it basically acts as in like you've got something on the surface of a world and it locks whatever you have in place? And it means that the game runs a little bit nicer around surface bases and stuff like that. I think you did mention it. I still have yet to get that. And I've had quite a few mod recommendations for this series that I have not gone into getting yet. Because if people can't tell, I've been trying to upload constantly. I've been trying to do something at least every day, whether that be a live stream, whether that be an upload. I've had something released every day since, well, for almost 2 weeks now. I really do need to take a step back for a minute and just try and figure out some new mods and stuff that people have recommended me. So we want to go for rendezvous info, because I want to make sure that my relative inclination, we want to match that. So in 10 seconds, we're going to start our burn, and there we go. And now this is going to take a while. I think what we can do is just physical time warp through this. And I'm just going to keep this rendezvous info up, and I want that to get to as close as 0 as possible. And once that is, nicely at 0, then I think, we will begin our plotting out of our rendezvous. We'll get our rendezvous, and then we will recover this. I'm finding it difficult to find words. We will recover this, and as soon as we've done that, we will be in the spaceplane hangar or the VAB for the vast majority of this stream. I feel like trying to design a massive, a ginormous, a quite frankly ridiculous surface base that we are going to set down on Armstrong 0.08. I mean, that's fine for now. And it is slightly behind us in our orbit, so that's a little bit annoying. So we might have to wait a couple of orbits before we can burn out to this. So if we skip this ahead, there we go, it's a little bit too far. Oh, that was a ding. I don't know what the ding was for. What was the ding for? I can't actually see that on my screen. It looks like it may have been a subscription. So whoever subscribed, thank you for subscribing. I hope you enjoy the content as it comes out. Well, it's coming out quite quickly at the moment, which is always nice. But I don't know how long I'm going to be able to continue this for. Obviously, I am on my Easter break at uni at the moment, which means that I get like loads and loads and loads of time off. But once I go back, I do have exams to go back to, and that just means, I'm not going to be able to be uploading like every single day, which is a bit of a shame. Right, let's get this close. 8.6 seems to be about as close as I can get at the moment. That's probably due to the change our inclination difference I'm feeling that might be why. I suppose we can get within 10 kilometers and then, just burn towards it and do that method. And we've got like 1,500 meters per second at Delta V, so I'm sure that is fine. So we're going to stick to the node. And whilst we are performing this, I'm going to keep looking over at chat and seeing, hello, Joe Brothers TV, or Jew Brothers TV. Welcome. I have enjoyed the daily uploads. They have been nice, and honestly, my channel has grown quite considerably in the past few days, or the past week, which is always very nice when you come back from a bit of a break and things kind of fall back into place. So if anyone's new here, welcome to a live stream. Yeah, this is what I do. I sit here with my head just in the corner, just chatting absolute nonsense mostly for 3 or 4 hours, or however long it does take for the live stream to occur. Conassa, you should say at Combe, that's no moon. Yes, it is a ship-eating moon device thing. It absolutely blew up the last vessel. Well, it blew up the Eve when we were there, which was a bit of a shame. And that being said, what we are going to do right now is turn this on. I'm going to keep that on because we are going back to the Eve, and I really, and we're going to quick save as well. I do not want to have a repeat occurrence of what happened in the last episode. We get to the Eve, and suddenly it is molten bits of metal strewn across the road atmosphere or space around road, because that would be really shame. Balked, it did balk. So my internet has been absolutely shitting itself. I probably shouldn't say that on stream. So has mine. The last live stream that I did, my internet just died completely at the end. For the last, 5 minutes or so of it, my internet just said no. And my internet has been a bit dodgy the past few days. So hopefully nothing bad goes on. Right, we're going to start our burn towards the Eve. Yeah, I'm going to keep this up. I don't need to go to the map screen for this because I can probably roughly gauge it from here. It is always nice to go to the map screen, though, and we will have more than enough Delta V in this old-style Manta, hopefully. I think we've got a nuclear reactor in here as well. I'm not sure if we're using it at the moment, or if we're just gaining electric charge from these. Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, there we go, 0.6. Skill rotation, we are going to be... We can get a little bit closer. I wonder if we can get even closer just by using our RCS. So we're 7,000 kilometers. Yeah, let's just, you know, fire this up. 6 kilometers, 5 kilometers, 4 kilometers. We're just going to try and get this as close as we possibly can. Because obviously the closer we are, the easier it will be to perform our rendezvous. Right, 2... And I think that's about pretty much as close as we're going to get. We can use RCS to fine-tune this, but to be honest, 2,800 kilometers away, that seems to be or 2.8 kilometers away. That's going to be a reasonable distance. It's going to take us a while to slow down as well. Your relative velocity is 1.7 kilometers per second. It will slow down. Obviously, it's only going to be 211.5 when we get there. So that's going to be nice and easy enough for us to slow down in 15 minutes. And I love this Better Burn mod. I think that's what it's called, where it tells you how long exactly we do actually have to slow down. So let's get that down to 80, and what we'll do is we'll go target, relative velocity, and we'll begin our burn to slow us down and try and find the Eve. Eve? Wait, have I got F4 turned off? No? I can't see it. Oh, there it is. It's right behind us. Ah, whenever I hear it, I think banter. Solid banter, mate. Absolute banter. Banter for the lads. Exactly what. I don't know what the banter is for, but yes. Banter is definitely a term, a phrase that I grew up knowing a lot. We always used to shout it at each other at school whenever someone did something like silly. Basically, yeah, you just like scream, oh, banter, top banter at them. But maybe that's because I went to an all-boys school and we were all massively immature when we were younger. Right, I mean, I'm still massively immature now. I'm 29, playing Kerbal Space Program, and so I mean, what's changed? What has changed? Right, so I'm gonna wait until this gets to about maybe like 17 seconds, and then we'll fire up the engines like so. We'll slow our relative velocity as slow as we can get. Hopefully we'll get to like 0 meters per second. Then we'll do a little bit of a burn over towards it. Still needs naming. Eve class IP vessel. First one. Needs naming. Yes, we are going to be calling it the Eve, as that's what was recommended mostly on the comments from the videos. But at the moment I haven't actually gone round to naming it, so we will get there eventually. Right, so 3, 2, 1, 0. Yeah, that's close enough. Actually, we can do 0. We can absolutely do 0 if we just use a bit of this and a bit of this. There we go, 0.1 meters per second. And actually, we can turn this thing without even using RCS, which won't change our relative velocity at all, which will be great. Point towards the target and start flying towards it. So, Kanasa, play the guitar for us. You didn't play last time. I'm probably not going to be doing any sort of guitar or singing today due to the fact that I had a band practice last night, and my voice, I cannot sing at all at the moment because, yeah, loud instruments all night for about 3 hours. Yeah, my voice was completely screwed when I turned up to work this morning, which was fun. Yes. But, yeah, no, my fingers hurt as well because I was playing an awful lot of guitar last night. And yeah, but it's fun. Apparently my band has a gig coming up in, like, May, which is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be very interesting. It's been a while since we played. Right, let's get this to as close as we possibly can. I mean... Are we really going to want to get closer than 6.9 meters? I don't think we are. I think what we'll do is we'll turn relative velocity and get ready to slow down. Because at this kind of distance, we are definitely going to be crashing into the center of that ship, and that would be really bad. We're going to get a bit of lag in a minute, because obviously we are loading up the vessel. What was the practice for if you can't sing now? Well, I ruined my voice by practicing. Like, when we play a gig, we tend to not practice a lot on the day or the day before of the gig. We have a couple of days of rest, you know, to allow voices to recover. Ooh, that's another ding-a-ling or whatever. That's and another one. Well, they're coming in thick and fast now. I don't know what they are because I can't see it on my tiny miniature little screen. But thank you. I'm assuming those are subscription alerts. But thank you for subscribing to the channel. Here we are at the Eve class. It is slowly coming into view now. It's only going to take us 2 seconds to actually slow down. I guess, well, I would say that we could time warp, but if I time warp now, what's going to happen is that vessel is just going to move all around in space due to the fact that we are over 200 meters. You need to be within 200 meters before it stays stationary when you time warp, and this is a great opportunity for me to just, you know, chat absolute rubbish for a bit. Missed beginning of the screen, what's going on? So, we are going to be building a new surface base thingy-majiggy in this live stream. But first I thought, as we do have 2 Kerbals left on the Eve interplanetary vessel, what we will do is we'll take one of our Mantas that we did have in road orbit still, a really old variant of it, one that doesn't have the new kind of extended wing stuff. And also, it's got the old school monoprop engines on it, which are way worse. So we're going to come to this, and we are going to recover the last crew that are on board. Right, let's quickly burn so we don't crash into the side of it. There we go, 0.1 meters per second, lovely. And here we are, the Eve. The Eve, and it looks glorious as ever. Right, I think I have unlocked docking autopilot. I have. I unlocked it in the last episode, so we could actually just use docking autopilot to do this. But I think as I've been doing this for so long now, we might as well just dock ourselves. So we're going to control from here. We are going to parallel force roll, and we are going to begin docking procedures using this lovely mod over here, the mod that I didn't use for the longest of times, and it's fantastic. It's so easy to dock with this mod. It makes things super simple. Right, so let's just move over in this direction, and we will begin docking procedures now. Oh, we get in the sun. Oh no, not quite yet. Okay, that's fine. There's subs, yep, awesome. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you're new here, yes, I'm Carnassa. This is what I do. I usually play kind of heavily modded Kerbal Space Program content. Usually RO, although I do seem to be moving away a bit from RO at the moment. I mean, I'm doing the live streams of RO, but apart from that, I've not really done any episodic RO for quite some time. Obviously, that will change when I join For All Kerbal Kind in probably the next few months. But yeah, I didn't really want to do any episodic RO until that was all done because, yeah, getting myself into a series like that, I will have to focus on that and doing my own kind of thing. That just means I won't really have as much time to focus on either one of them, and the one that will kind of fall behind would be my own personal one, because obviously doing a series with Beardy and N9, I would have to keep up with that series. Like, I couldn't let those two down, so that's what would happen. That's why there's not really been any episodic RO for a while from me, and why there won't be for some time. Anyway, we are just fine-tuning our approach now. If we get this, so basically you just kind of like want to follow the green lines. Follow the green lines and you're good. So we want to probably come. Oh, that's a little bit. Oh, it's an autosave. That's fine. That's fine. Right. I can see chat going off on my left at the moment, but I am very much preoccupied looking at this docking thing. This is why docking autopilot is great. Like I could use docking autopilot for this, but you know, oh come on. Why can't I get you like bang on? Why are things moving? Is the Eve moving? The Eve might be moving in relation to us. Right, there we go. That seems to be good. Let's turn caps lock on, and then we can kind of like, you know, just fine tune this when we need to. And we're going to slowly come down to that docking port. Canassa, read chat. I do read chat. I try and read chat as much as I possibly can. Who will play China in For All Kerbal Kind? No one at the moment as it stands. I am the only person that's going to be added. Beardy has stated that adding more people would be quite problematic for the upload schedule, and I think he mentions it being akin to one of his older series, Collaborative Warfare, I think, which just no episodes really got released because there were so many people working on the single series. It just kind of like matching all of their uploads together just didn't work. which was a bit of a shame. But yeah, no, as far as I'm aware at the moment, it will be just me playing as the UK Space Agency, joining as the ESA eventually, and no other space agencies will be joining. But there will be multiplayer KSP 2 series coming out relatively soon as well, I imagine. As soon as that game comes out, obviously everyone's very excited for Kerbal Space Program 2. I know I certainly am. Anyway, we've docked to the Eve. Now all we need to do is get Baldy Kerman and Kerman, the most Kerbal name of all time, back home. So what we're going to do is we are going to come to Ship Manifest. We'll grab crew, and we'll find out where those crew are. We'll put them into the stale. So there we go. We'll transfer those over. We have hard dock. I mean, that was quite a fast docking maneuver. I think we were approaching it at about 0.6 meters per second, which is quite quick. It's very quick. I should be much slower. I should be much slower. Right, so we've got one of those. Where's the other one? It says we only... What? What? Where? You're in the Cupola module. All right, Baldy Kerman, let's get you out and let's get you back home. Let's land you safely on the surface of road, and then we will go and start building a surface base. A ginormous, friggin' huge surface base that's going to be glorious. Why is that so hot? Why is that so hot? It's red. It's literally glowing red hot. Anyway, not to worry, because we've got the cheat turned on that enables thermal stuff or heating to not work, because as we saw in the last episode, well, the game is bugged. There are a lot of bugs with this many... Oh, no, we want to control from here, please. Control from here. We want to kill rotation, and we want to go H. No, N, not H, N. There we go. Yeah, no, I think someone told me it's Copernicus has an issue where if you come back to vessels after having left them, all of the heat essentially calculates at once. So because of that, the entire vessel just heats up to ridiculous temperatures and blows up when it shouldn't do. Because on this, we do have radiators sufficient to cool down everything. These radiators here and these radiators here are more than enough. But yes, it is a bit of a shame, and that does mean that we do have to play with the heating cheat on. I really would like there to be a fix, because it would be nice, and one thing that I will do is I'll turn heating off when we start going through the atmosphere, unless this is bugged, but I don't think this should be bugged. Right, so we want to control from here, and we want to point retro. What we're going to do is we are just going to get rid of force roll. We don't need that. Say bye-bye to the Eve vessel. Here we go. And away we go. So what I want to do is I want to bring this down to about 100 kilometers by 100 kilometers. That way it should be a lot easier for me to get a nice targeted landing on the surface of road. Almost at Armstrong then. Obviously I've been doing a lot around Armstrong recently, and no, we are at road. We are indeed at road. That is most definitely road. There we go. 100,000. Yeah, we went a little bit too far. Let's correct that with some RCS real quickly. Just following that to make sure. There we go. 100,000. Now what we're going to do is we are going to wait until we get to our periaps, and we're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to point retrograde, bring this down to 100 kilometers, and then try and do a targeted runway landing. And I'm sure things should go fine. Right, let's fire up that now. So, what happened to the Next Millennia? The Next Millennia is dead. Every time, basically, that install is cursed. When I go on it, I can load it, but everything runs at about 3 frames per second. It crashes constantly. Sometimes it won't even load. It's just really all not that fun to be around. Like, the entire save, it's horrendous, and I really don't have the time or the patience to go in that save anymore. It's a bit of a shame, because there were some things that I wanted to do in that save, such as go to Venus, I wanted to do a crewed mission to the outer planets as well, but yeah, that's not gonna happen, unfortunately, just because it's so goddamn broken, that save. I should have made a save that didn't have a ridiculous amount of mods in it, really, if I wanted anything with any longevity, and that is why I kind of stopped the original Kerbal Gets Real, because that save was getting ridiculously balked as well. And yeah, right, so we're going to have to wait around road for a while, because we want to land at the Space Center, but we also want to land, like, we want to make sure it's in the day, and that our inclination kind of matches. So probably the next pass through is where we want to begin our descent burn, I reckon. And how I do this, how I get my targeted landings, what I do is, oh god, no, oh, screw it. I'm supposed to, oh, well, that's a balls up. Usually what I say I do is I wait until I'm in line with the desert airfield. I start my retro burn there. Wow, lots of pings, lots of pings. I do love the pings. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, whoever you may be. I do not know who you are at the moment because I can't see you. But thank you. Right, we're going to try this anyway, and we're going to do a bit more of an aggressive burn, I guess. So I wait until I'm at the desert airfield. I fire up retro. What we do is we get this to be the other side of this kind of like lake that's near the Space Center. And then from there, we kind of fine-tune our approach to the runway. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to retract these. Get rid of those. Hopefully we've got enough electric charge in this to last. Yes, we do. We have absolutely loads. And we're just going to slowly come down. We are now in the atmosphere. We're going to stick ourselves prograde, and I have a method in order to begin our descent. All right, so we'll flip this so it is the correct way round. So we're still sticking prograde. Then we go surface, surface, and we want our heading to not be anything, and we want our pitch to be 50. And now with these settings and with F12, ignore max temperature off because we are doing a re-entry. So we want to show that this can survive re-entry. Just fine. Oh, blooming heck. That's really changed. That wasn't there. Why has that changed so dramatically? Are we going to have to pitch up even more aggressively? We very well might be. Just got to be like N9 and embrace the lag. I know, but when I don't have an awful lot of time to do these videos anyway, it's just, no, it's a really annoying save to go back to. It really is. And N9 did manage to fix a lot of his problems that I think he was having. I have not. Yes, my problems are still bad. Right, why is this so far back? That is definitely not where I left that. I think we might overshoot the runway here. And you know why this is? This is absolutely... Oh, that's heating up. Oh dear. Hang on. Is the nuclear reactor turned on? No, it's not. That I never see the wings heat up this much. Ever. This is concerning, to say the least. But I think we should be fine. And I'm probably not going to be able to check chat an awful lot whilst I do this landing, because obviously this is going to be a little bit tricky. But we'll see if we can bring this safely down. 90 degrees straight up. Absolutely not. That would be very, very bad for all parties involved. Right, so now that we're getting a little bit closer to the Space Center, what I tend to do is start moving this down a little bit. And we do not need the RCS on. We can control this without any RCS control. I will be looking at chat again once we have landed this safely at the Space Center. So give me a little bit of time, and yeah, we want to really start pitching this down because we want that to be roughly on the KSC when we get there. Now we really need to aggressively. Oh my god, we're not even gonna make it. Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. There we go. Here we go. Beginning final descent through Rhodes atmosphere. Yeah, we're not going to make it. Wow. This is an older variant of this craft, so it's been a while since I've flown one of these. But I wouldn't have thought it would have made this much difference. We really, really, really need to pitch down. Like really need to pitch down. Because we're not going to make this at all. We're still quite some way off. Oops. That's fine. It's fine. Katniss still cheating? Is Katniss still cheating? Is he still using modded parts? I mean, I'm definitely using modded parts for this save. This is all modded parts. Everything in here is modded. Excuse me. So, whatever. The infamous Jeb is here. The infamous Jeb is here. Jebediah Kerman, the infamous, is he. Very, very, very infamous. Right, okay. So, we're almost back home. There's the runway over there. So we're going to be quite close, but I think we might need to have, you know, a little bit of help from our engines to make it that final distance. So we're going to turn that off, and we're going to start burning over towards there. And I think that might be enough of a burn. Oh God, don't do roll control when you've got when your physical time warp times 4. It's never going to be good. It's never, ever, ever going to be good. Right, we are still some ways off. We're going 600 meters per second. I think this should be fine. We will make this. This will be absolutely fine. We don't have anything to worry about. I am fairly sure we will get a lovely, successful runway landing today. This feels a lot harder to fly than my old versions of the Manta, though. Or the newer versions of the Manta, even. This does not seem to respond as well to my controls, which is a little bit interesting, but I'm fairly sure. Oh, also, does this only have one wheel? Like 2 wheels? I think this might be one of the variants that only has 2 wheels. It's missing a front wheel, so this could be fun. This could be fun trying to land this. Well, I'm sure we'll do just fine. Right, okay, so we probably want to start tilting this way a little bit and prepare for final landing. Initiate spin! We were spinning quite dramatically, but we've managed to fix that problem, and we are coming down to the runway now. Right, let's, you know, kind of like fine-tune this. Let's get our landing gear out. How many gear do we have? We only have 2. Oh no, we only have 2 landing gear. This is absolutely one of the old variants that only had the front or the rear 2. Come on, come on. Here we go. Oh god, oh god. And come on, land. There we go. Let's try and keep our nose up. Balancing on the wheels here. This is a very, very interesting situation we find ourselves in. But we did a runway landing, and we are gonna hopefully. Oh, we're gonna take off again. These things really fly, like 40 meters per second, and we're able to take off. And you know, yeah, we kind of just nose down into into the runway a little bit. This is how old this variant is. It's been a really long time since we've had one of the variants of these kind of Mantas with only 2 wheels on the back. That was a massive design flaw by me. But there we go. We were able to bring Kerman and Baldy Kerman successfully back down. I look like I'm about to explode. Do I? Do I? Why do I look like I'm about to explode? Is it because I'm wearing an angry t-shirt? I'm wearing an Enter Shikari t-shirt, one of my favourite bands. Anyway, we have recovered them. Let's recover the vessel, and that means we no longer also have any of these old school Mantas just floating around road space. So any new ones that we launch, well, they will have to be new. So install a mod with bombs and carpet bomb the KSC. I mean, that's not really what this series is about. This series is about being full British and going and colonising everywhere in the entire solar system, or the 2 solar systems that we do have with this planet pack. No, we're not going to be going around bombing things. No, we're going to be planting our flags in them and claiming the land for our own. Like I am British, and obviously colonialism is in my nature. So that's exactly what this series is going to be. Carnassier exploded due to overheating. 1,900 out of 1,000. Do I look red? Do I? I don't think I do. I think I look okay. Anyway, with that being done, we get no science because that was just around road. And there we go. We got these 2 back from Combe. What do they get? Mac Ribbon, Gateway EVA, Research. Yeah. Baldy. Yeah. That's all good. Right, okay, so with that being done, we can finally get to what we are going to be doing in this live stream, or the main focus of this live stream, which will be designing a surface base to put down on the surface of Armstrong and utilize that moon's resources to the best of our ability. It's going to be glorious. Scotland forever. I mean, I am from England, but Scotland is part of the UK, and I said I was British, and like, it's all the same kind of thing. It depends on who you ask, really. Some people would argue vehemently that it's not, but, you know. Looks like the white balance of your camera is slightly off. It's because I've got a very bright white light above me, like very, very, very bright. But if I don't have that white light, then this, which I don't know, like you can't see it at all because obviously it's a green screen. But this, can I fold it so that you can, there, look, you can, the shadows start becoming a little bit weird, and it gets a little bit strange. It looks a little bit funky. Are you sure they look like iron engines? I am back. Welcome back, Katniss. Welcome back to the stream. So, yeah, I did say on the thumbnail, if I can find it, I've called it Base Thumb. That's literally all it was. This was something that I put together really, really, really quickly. well, I say really quickly. It probably took me about half an hour to put all of this together. And what it was is, yeah, it's not functional in the slightest, but it's just all of the new parts that I've unlocked, because I have unlocked a lot of new parts, which we are absolutely going to be playing around with, and they are going to be glorious. Now, one thing that I do also have to consider, and I think I am going to switch to the VAB editor for this. How am I going to put this base together? Am I going to, say, come into construction, which is over here? Where is it? Construction, over here. Am I going to use, like, cranes and stuff like that? Am I going to use some sort of pulley device, which I did in Kerbal Gets Real the Next Millennia, to build the moon base that I did on there? Am I going to just use sky cranes that are going to connect the pieces together? I don't really know what I'm going to be doing yet. And I'm not sure. Or we could also use things like, obviously, the flexi tubes, which are really, really easy and simple to use. Nice. Hello, Pesky Bird. Welcome to the stream. Can I say 4x4? What, as in 4 times 4? What, like what is it? It's 16? Huh? I'm a little bit confused. It's a very weird chat. It's funny, it seems you speedrun BD's Endurance and Beyond Kerbal series. I mean, I'm still a long way off where Beardy was, or where Beardy has been. He's got all sorts of, like the Clark, for instance, is much bigger than anything that I've produced. I've also got Far Future technology. He was using KSP-IE. Far Future is a little bit easier to use than KSP-IE, I feel. So I think I've got a little bit of an advantage in that regard. But yes, no, I keep thinking, when I started this series, I'd not actually watched Endurance or Beyond Kerbal when I started the original Coming Home. And I keep thinking now that I have watched those, it's like, oh, this is like knockoff Beyond Kerbal, essentially. What is 4 brackets 4? That's also 16. I don't understand where the 16 is coming from. I don't get it. What's 9 plus 19? What? I'm confused. Why the math questions? Why the maths questions? I'm here for surface and bases. Yes, so I think what we're going to do is actually design kind of like a core module to begin with. So the first module that we will be setting down on the surface base, and then once I've kind of got something all put together, what we do want to do is figure out how we're going to connect it to additional modules. Right, so we're going to get one of these as the main node, because this can hold 6 Kerbals, and to be honest, I think it looks really nice. I think this is from Benji 10's Planetside Exploration Pack, this model, and it just looks freaking cool. It looks freaking awesome. Look at it. Look at it. It's got 1, 2, and 3 on the side. It's got doors with buttons and 100. Why does it say 100? It's 100 degrees centigrade. I can't actually see. And yes, it's got everything and machines and all of that. And it all looks very, very fabulous and it looks very, very well put together. So I do really like this mod for stuff like that. And as if you say, a weird ghost named Soviet Union will come and give you funds. I mean, we don't have funds in this save. We do not have funds in this save because this is a science save, because I already did so many career saves. And to be honest, I was fed up of managing my money and I thought this series would be much better suited just for a science save. So that's why this is science save. Anyway, why this is a science save even. Manufacturing. One thing that we absolutely 100% do completely want is going to be one of these nuclear fuel plants. These are going to be very important. So if you've seen the episodes, what I've been using before, if I go nuclear is, if I can find it, this Whirligig nuclear reprocessor. This has been what is taking my uraninite from the surface of Armstrong, turning that into enriched uranium, and then we've been making that into fission pellets in space around Armstrong. This has a capacity of 320 enriched uranium. Once this is full, it does not transfer to any other parts that have enriched uranium. This takes a bloody long time to actually fill up, which means I need to babysit the Armstrong base. I can't go away from it because, yeah, once it's full, you have to transfer it. It's really annoying. This thing here, though, this massive nuclear fuel plant from Tundra, well, you don't have to do that. It's not got any enriched uranium storage in it whatsoever. So what we do need to do is have somewhere that we can store enriched uranium, and then that way this will just transfer that to that enriched uranium storage, and we can leave it for days. What we could also do is put things like this nuclear fuel drum. These have planetary logistics, so we could literally just store loads of enriched uranium within the surface of Armstrong. It's going to be awesome. Yo, what mod is that? This is, or what this is added from. This is from Tundra, the USI series of mods. It's basically a mod suite that adds its own life support system. It adds colonization, kind of hab times, all of this kind of really cool stuff. It's a great mod if you want to go and colonize places with a little bit more extra challenge. It's a really, really good mod. Actually, Youth 235, is that the enriched uranium that we're using? 235. I think having a temporary surface building site for the base would make more sense and be cooler. So one thing that I do really want to do is I want to get down on the surface a sort of area, right, that will be able to produce material kits and specialized parts. And in order to do those, if I come into manufacturing, let's have a look. What we need is we need one of these. I think we need an industrial refinery. And we also need a workshop. That's manufacturing. Regolith filter assembly plant. Yeah, we need one of these. So we need all of these, and we need more actually. So what I want is you get these things with extraplanetary launch pads called stakes. And with these, you can get a Kerbal out, you can plant them in the ground, and you can build new parts on them. So in order to use this, we are going to need material kits and specialized parts on the actual surface base. And I would quite like to produce those on the surface, and then we can expand the base that way. So we need to be able to set up a system that is able to produce material kits and specialized parts, get all of the resources that we need in order to produce those before we then start building further modules on the surface. But we're not going to build it all in orbit. I do want to start building whilst we are down there, which I think is going to be pretty cool. Can I eat cheese? Yeah, I can. I really enjoy cheese. I do like cheese. Hello, Forge Gamer. Welcome to the stream. Do you intend to keep using Fission Craft, or you go straight to Fusion when you unlock it? So with Fusion at the moment, I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it without modifying some of the game files, because I cannot find liquid deuterium and all of the stuff that we need in order to use Fusion. Antimatter I can create, because we only need to use liquid hydrogen for that. But I would quite like to use some fusion drives, because I feel like that would be very cool. Very, very, very cool. We're a long way off kind of researching any of that at the moment, though, which is a shame. Right, okay, so we definitely need one of those. What we're going to do is we are going to get some legs on this, so, you know, that it's actually got some sort of solid base that we can stick it on. If we put the leg extension to maybe about 45, and then we'll also get some of these bigger legs and whack that on there like so. And there we go. That's the base done. Thanks for watching the stream, everyone. I've been cutting. No, we've still got loads to do. Still got loads to do. Interstellar mod. Canassa, I look dead. Do I really? Do I really? I think that's definitely the first time I've heard that in this stream. So use the differential throttle setting in MechJeb 2 utility tab. It'll auto-balance your central thrust on multi-engine vessels. I think someone told me about that on the one where I was fiddling around, messing around with the throttle limiter to get over to Armstrong, and that is something that I absolutely do want to do, and I will 100% try and remember to do that for when we send some of these bigger surface module bases down. Because, like, if we have a look at this, right, so if I, come on, no, that's the wrong key. I'm pressing space rather than Alt. So we've got a surface base like this, and we have like a sky crane that's here. Obviously, the center of mass is going to be really wildly off. So in order, yeah, that differential throttle sounds like it's something that I really do want. Okay, well, anyway, what we're going to do is we are going to put all of the pieces together that we do need. So we want to produce material kits, specialized parts, and machinery from here. So we'll set that to specialized parts. We'll set that to machinery. And there we go. And there's one other thing that we can produce, which is colony supplies, but we're not going to need that for a really long time. That's just to basically mean that our Kerbals can stay on the surface forever, which we are not going to need quite yet. We will eventually need to get that, but for kind of like the first module that we set down, absolutely not. We do not need one of those. Right, so that's that all done. I think what I want to do is come into here and go stairs, because there are some very nice stair modules that we can probably whack on here and make it look very cool. like that. There we go, we can get some stairs on the side, and our Kerbals can climb up the stairs and be able to get to the base, and we'll whack one of those on the other side as well. Unless, maybe on this other side, we do expand it out a little bit, because that might be something that we do need to do. So things that we need for this surface base are going to be obviously factory modules. We want to be able to produce stuff. We're also going to need storage. We're going to need life support. We're going to need communications. I'll probably put down some sort of rover eventually as well that will be able to drive around to all of the different kind of bases that we do have on the surface of Armstrong. There's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot that we need to be able to put down. And it's something that hopefully we will get a lot of it designed in today's live stream. Thanks, extraplanetary launch pads, because you don't need too much for us to lift off. Whenever you get a join button on YouTube, I'll be hitting it. Thank you. I've not even considered doing memberships yet. I don't know. I wasn't sure what kind of additional content that I'd be able to provide members to my channel, which is why I've decided not to do it, because I don't, I think it costs money, doesn't it, to join. It's like subscribers on Twitch. So I've not done that yet. I'm not sure when I'll do that. Maybe when I hit 10k subs, I'll think about doing channel memberships and stuff like that. But not for now. But thank you. All help is really appreciated. Right, so we've got this. I'm going to kind of like cap this off because, I think it would look nicer if we have something that looks a little bit better on the top here. So we're going to go for this. Can we scale this up? Yes, we absolutely can. And we're going to make that white and white and white so it matches all of that. And there we go. We've kind of got like this starter section, which this is 15 tons at the moment. We could just put this down, but this isn't really going to be useful as per se. There's nothing on here life support wise. There is no storage of any sort of important materials that we want. I think maybe rather than getting the stairs here, one thing that I really like with these modules that we can get here is like the fact that we can do this and we can whack one on the side there, and I think that kind of looks pretty cool. Oh, hello. That was another ding for a subscriber. What was that? What was that donation? I see a donation. Thank you for the $2 donation. Just because you have the best content on YouTube. Thank you, Tana J. Carrigan. I'm really glad that you enjoy the content, and thank you very much for the donation. Hi, Kanasa. What is the main mod you are using for these modules? It is USI, Umber Space Industries. It is the mod that adds all of the colonization options, all of that kind of cool stuff, and it is a very, very, very nice, tasty mod. And yeah, it adds all of these kind of really cool containers that are very, very, very useful. Right, so we got those. I need to figure out what we actually want, not need yet. These are all kinds of things that we are going to place down once we've got our material kits up and running and specialized parts up and running. So Pioneer and Logistics module, that's going to be useful because then we can produce transport credits, which means we can move things up to space. So this might be kind of useful to have. We could possibly do something small like this and maybe set this down this way. That is the wrong way round. If we get that, that is still the wrong way round. There we go. That looks a lot better. And we might be able to get a way of getting our Kerbals down from here too. And we'll make this kind of like a square. This section here can kind of be like the main focus of the base. Are these questions distracting you? No. People always kind of say oh, why aren't you reading the chat? I am trying to read the chat whilst also designing at the same time. So if I do miss a question, I am terribly sorry. But yes, no, this is going to require me to put my thinking cap on. Maybe my special safety glasses, because this is technical stuff now. And now I've knocked my headphones off, so I can't actually see anything. Or I can't hear anything. Yeah, no, there's going to be a lot of thinking involved with this, and I'm not entirely sure what needs to go where. So a mobile workshop, that's the small workshop. And one good thing about this, right, is that we can set this up to produce material kits. I can't see anything with those on. But we can also set it up to be a workshop, which means that any other module that produces material kits, specialized parts, all of that kind of stuff, that will be better. It will work a lot more efficiently with that. So I think we do definitely want one of these on as well. So we're going to place that on. We're going to put some legs on all of this, and we're going to get this down as the core module. And I think maybe we'll add some storage onto the side, and that will be it for this module. And that will, yeah, that will pretty much be it. We do need a industrial refiner as well, but I feel like we'll design some sort of fuel tank holding system that will have the industrial refinery in it. What am I looking for? I'm looking for landing legs. Reading chat will require more neuron activation, which is hard. Any sort of thinking is hard for me. Any sort of thinking. I am small brain. I'm very small brain. Things. I'm very slow. I mean, I'm not, but like, you know, it's quite difficult to keep up with chat sometimes, whilst also trying to design a big surface base and also try and talk at the same time. Multitasking is definitely something that I am not very good at, and yeah, that is definitely a required skill for streaming, unfortunately, right? So we'll get that on there. I'm going to take that off, whack that in there, and we'll bring this up there like so. Like that, and that looks, yep, I've placed that the wrong way round. It would help if that went the right way. Hi Canassa, I loved your hyper-realistic RSS. I love the new base design. Is this for Armstrong Surface Base version 2? Yes, that is exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to be building a much bigger surface base around Armstrong. This is going to be... Let me sit and breathe for a second because I can feel my voice going. This is going to be a base that we set down in the gorges of Armstrong, which is nice flat terrain. And what we will do is we'll have dedicated miners scattered all the way around Armstrong in all the different biomes. They will mine the resources that we can find in the individual biomes, and they will send it over to here using the planetary logistics feature of USI. Once we have all of that, this main central base will be a place for our Kerbals to live and to also produce more specialized parts, and actually specialized parts. So like things like machinery, material kits, specialized parts, colony supplies, all of that kind of stuff. We'll produce that here, but we will actually mine the resources to build that elsewhere. And that's what this is basically going to be. This is going to be the main production facility, the main habitation facility of Armstrong. And I'm going to try and make it in as few parts as possible because obviously I want to be able to visit. Oh god damn it, no, that's the wrong way around. I want to have a good time when I visit this. I don't want things to really irritate me. Right, one other last thing that we actually do need, I feel, for this module is a way of powering this. Because, you know, we don't have any power at the moment. And one thing that we could theoretically do is get ourselves one of these bad boys. You know, a ginormous nuclear reactor that we could tweak scale up and be even bigger and open it. And there we go. This looks very industrial indeed. Like, there is literally no habitation here. This is all just workshop. So having the big nuclear reactor in the middle, I feel like this could absolutely work, and that does obviously make the mass go up considerably, but if we remove the enriched uranium, there we go. We're still 37 tons, which is bloomin' heavy, but I feel like we shouldn't really need, yeah, like, because we're landing this from Armstrong, we will be building this in orbit around Armstrong. We shouldn't really need, this should be fine to land. We'll have to have a look at what sort of kind of options we have for landing this. Right, so with that being done, I think the last thing that I want to do is actually place some ways for our Kerbals to get into this section, a way of docking this to other modules of a surface base, and obviously some supplies, some kind of like containers for things that we do want to hold. Hi Canassa, hello Amarasin Shameli, welcome to the stream. I think you may be able to buy canisters of liquid oxygen from stores selling welding supplies. Oh wow, where's this come from? Hello Conv, it's been a while since I've seen you in a stream. Welcome. Canassa, can you build some sort of space needle? Not sure if that would work. Space needle was in like a space elevator. Can you do that in KSP? I don't know, I thought the physics range would mean that was impossible, but I'm not sure. I'm not actually sure. You might be able to do. I know Strats and Blitz has done some videos on some ludicrous things like bridging the Dres Canyon and all of that kind of stuff. So maybe it is possible. Maybe it is. Right, there we go. We're going to get... Look how... These look ludicrous. These look ludicrous. Those poor Kerbals are going to get radiation poisoning. Well, it's, you know, it's open to the environment. There's things in the way, like it will just radiate all of the lovely radiation off that way. I don't think we're going to go for those ginormous tanks because they do look a little bit big. But I think maybe we can get some of these on here. Like so. And we need to make sure that we've got absolutely everything that we do need. So we need, for this production facility, we do need uraninite, because this nuclear facility over here will be at, oh, I misplaced that. This will be producing enriched uranium. So we do want that. And we are also going to want to have a place to store enriched uranium as well. So I misspelled nuclear. Now I can't type, apparently. Nuclear. So I want one of these big fuel drums. So that is basically our uranium storage processing thingy-majiggle done. Unless you hack the physics range. What hab parts mod? So these are part of USI. Hello, hi, Half, and welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. It's been a while since I've seen you in a stream, but also welcome. Kernoble. I mean, Kerbals are green anyway. We're just going to throw extra radiation at them and hope for the best. If they sprout extra arms, maybe they will become better pilots. Who knows? Who knows? There's all sorts of things that could absolutely happen with this surface base, and we'll see how it goes. I think I'm not going to keep this here for now. I'm just going to like put these on top to figure out what I actually do need. So we've got uraninite and enriched uranium. Yeah, we need that for this nuclear fuel plant. That's good. That's all we need for that section. So for material kits, specialized parts, and all of that, we do need the finished materials. So we need material kits, and we need specialized parts. Machinery is another one. Machinery, and we also need specialized parts, which is SP. So that is what this is going to be producing. So yeah, those three there. So we need all of those, but however, we also need the raw components for them to be able to produce that. So we need, in order to do that, I think we need metals. Excuse me, metals. We need polymers. And let's place some on the other side. This is all going to get shifted around. I'm not going to keep this like this. This is just to kind of like figure out what I actually am going to need. We've got polymers already, haven't we? We need not fertilizer, not hydrates. Gypsum, no. Dirt, no. Silicates. I think we need silicon. The best way to actually find out what we are going to need in order to produce this is coming over to what on earth is my accent doing today? We're going to come over to the Tundra assembly plant and have a look what it requires in this section here. A radiated plant substance. Yes, they are going to be lovely green glowing plants. Yes, because everybody knows that Kerbals are made of plants, aren't they? So I saw Factorio Kerbal Edition. That is essentially what this is. That is what this mod is doing. We're doing Factorio within Kerbal's space program, except not quite as complicated. And I was playing Factorio recently, and this did really make me think of like kind of like the production chain in Factorio, thinking like, right, we need this to make this, and then we need green plates or green chips to make assemblers, and I can't remember. I've never gotten that far into Factorio, if I'm going to be honest. I've not even got to bots. I got quite far in Satisfactory, and I got somewhat far in Dyson Sphere program, but never really got into Factorio. Right, so we're going to come down here. So material kits need metals, chemicals, and polymers. Okay, and we also need machinery and electric charge. So metals, chemicals, and polymers. So chemicals can only be stored, if I recall correctly, in tanks like this. So yeah, I think I'm going to have a dedicated chemical tank somewhere else in order, and that'll be where if I find it, if I go under, not construction, under this, we come to, where is it? Somewhere. I swear it was here before. Oh, wait, that's colonization. We want manufacturing. So yeah, we need, in order to make chemicals and exotic minerals, we need one of these industrial refineries, which we'll place on a different module. Kanasa, where do I get the rescale for road? I Googled it. I basically typed in BeyondHome Planet Pack rescale, and one of the top links that came up, it said something to do with the fact it was meant to be like, I can't remember the name of the mod for stock that makes it like 3.5 times the size. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's a very, very big JNSQ, je ne sais quoi, or the French thing, je ne sais quoi? I don't know. JNSQ, yeah, no, it says it's supposed to make it feel a lot more like JNSQ for BeyondHome, which is pretty cool. Right, yeah, I think I'm going to keep these on here for now, and then what we'll do is we'll do chemicals and more storage in another section. And I guess what we could probably do, I don't mind that being like that, if I'm going to be particularly honest. This, we could kind of bring off here. And this could... Where can I store my enriched uranium? I guess one place that we could store it would be here. So the Kerbal's habitation module is underneath this giant supply of enriched uranium. That seems safe, right? Right? We can do that. No one's gonna complain about that, are they? Maybe? I'm not sure. JNSQ, yes, that's the one that I was on about. Canasta, yep, I saw that, lol. JNSQ is awesome. I've never actually played JNSQ. I've never tried it. It is actually something that I would quite like to do at some point. And I think rather than getting one of those container tanks, what we will do is we will get one of the big ones. I know I said I wasn't going to use them, but, you know, times change. Things change, plans change. Logistics, it's here, isn't it? It's the 3.75. Because if we place that on there, it kind of, you know, just fits. It absolutely, although at the same time, this is like a sort of area that I want to be where we get something like a structural tube that goes off and, you know, onto a different part of the base like that. So I don't really want to put that there. Where can I put all of my storage? Maybe I do just go for like little things on the side like this. Is that uraninite? That is uraninite. So we get that there. And then that is all that we want. Yeah. I'm really messing this up. Trying to think of all this stuff. Usually I would sit in silence, like looking at like things on Google for ages, thinking, right, I need this, I need this, I need this. Trying to figure out everything that I do need in order to make this successful. But now I have to do it whilst talking, and I probably should have planned this out a lot more beforehand. But if people are being entertained by this, well, there we go. And I mean, there's 80 people here. Well, around 80 people. It keeps going up and down. And that's doing a lot better than my hyperrealism overhaul videos. So apparently people want to see this more. So maybe I'll do more coming home live streams. Right, we have machinery. We don't actually technically need that because we will get machinery in there. So I think the two really important ones that we want for here are going to be the material kits and the specialized parts for now. But I think when I build the next module, what we will also do is have a much larger supply of material kits and specialized parts so that we can build spacecraft around, and it should be a lot easier. Right, okay, so yeah, that's all I'm going to do for now. It looks very uniform and very neat, but that might get changed. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how that goes. Right, so we've got power, we've got everything that we do need there. Now what I'm going to do is we are going to build a way for our Kerbals to actually get on this. And I think what might be good is we can place docking ports on all of these. I'm just going to go for this method at the moment because it's nice and easy. Why are you sticking? Why are you sticking there? Where's it gone? Right, this is most peculiar. Lexotube, like I just want you there. I just want you on there. So yeah, I'm going to do these for now, and the reason why I'm going to do these for now is because I know they're nice and simple, but we might change our method of building this at a later date. I'm fairly sure we probably will, because these are yeah, like dead simple to use. They're really, really nice and user friendly, but they're not very cool. And I want this to be the rule of cool. Like it's got to look cool before being functional, right? And yeah, I want things to look really cool. Your best bet would be to simply call a local supplier and discuss your options with him. Is this about I'm still not sure about a robot NASA. Am I being a robot? I really hope that my internet isn't about to die. Hello? Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. I hope it doesn't die, because there has been... I did mention at the beginning of this stream that my internet has been playing up a little bit recently, which is not good. Not fun in the slightest. I need to go get on the phone to BT and send them a very angry message. Right, that's that way. That is correct. And yeah, we'll just do this for now. I just want to make sure that this is all kind of like where we want things to be. Right, so let's do... Stop picking up the wrong damn parts. There we go. We put that there. That goes there. And then this goes here. And one other thing that we are absolutely going to need on this is going to be radiators, because otherwise this nuclear reactor will overheat and explode and kill everything. And I mean, that could be fun, but at the same time, we don't want to do that, right? So with those being done, the next thing that I am going to do is I'm going to get some of these utility modules, and there should be a little thing that we can take from Benji 10, these, and I think I'll get... Stop not going on the node! Please, let me... What? I'm even holding Alt! There we go! Much better! There we go, and we're going to kind of offset this into here a little bit. Maybe pull that down ever so slightly, and we'll go for our stair. Can I say, one thing my dad has discovered is when you are a new client to an ISP, you almost always get better internet for some reason. So he waits until a promotion from an ISP and switches. That's probably a smart idea. I've been a BT customer for quite a few years now, probably like about 4 or 5 years. So I'm probably far down their list of people that they want to care about, although I should probably moan at them and say, look, I stream for half a living. Like, it's not my only source of income, but it's a main concern of mine. Please, I need it to eat bread. How will I buy bread without my streams? Anyway, yes, that is what I tell myself whenever I stream, right? We do kind of want that in the center, I think. And maybe we will move that a little bit further over. I want this to kind of like mold into this properly. Yeah, that needs to go up a little bit. Like so. Let's just really fine-tune this. Get this in there. Get this in, like, here. I don't want to cover that window, which is a bit annoying. I suppose maybe what we could do is get a... Yeah, what we will do is we'll get another sort of that kind of structure. Maybe that size. And just place that on here, like so. And then we can grab that, put that on there, and then move this entire thing in, and that might look a little bit better. I don't know. What do people think? Does this look silly, or does this look all right? I feel like this should look all right. Okay, so we've got an entrance for some Kerbals that is going to come out right by our Uranite storage. I'm not sure how safe that is, but, you know, it's what we're going to go for. We'll see how it goes. It's fine. Canasta is confused. Let me explain. I'm building a rocket and I need a liquid oxygen supply. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I did think... I kept seeing, like, people talking, or there were recommendations on getting things from your local supplier and all of that, and I was a bit like, best not be talking about illicit substances. Everyone knows that you can't go out and buy liquid oxygen. That stuff's illegal. Or is it? I don't know. I'm not sure if... You probably could get it in the UK with a chemistry license or something. But I don't actually know. We're not allowed a lot of things in the UK. Because police, nanny nation. We're not as bad as Australia. I can't believe Australia's banned RimWorld. That's like all I see when I go on Reddit at the moment is the Reddit RimWorld community just complaining that Australia has banned RimWorld. And I'm like, wow, because of, I think, of illicit substances within that game. So we'll go for like an opposite kind of side for this, and there we go. We've got a couple of ways for our Kerbals to now get on board this ginormous nuclear reactor thingy-majiggy thing that we've got going on. Right, so I guess now what we do actually need radiators in order for this to not overheat and die. Because overheating and dying is, well, it's something that we do experience quite a lot in this series, if you saw my most recent episode. Yes, and we would rather not have that happen. Oh no, can I not tweak scale these? Oh, that's such a shame. I was really hoping I could tweak scale those, because I would kind of like, I thought I could. I'm sure I could. I used to be able to. Oh no, I can just, like, do this. So I guess maybe we just kind of like get the radiators coming off the side of this, like so. Maybe move those up a little bit. I kind of wanted them to be a little bit smaller so, you know, it just matched this. But apparently, tweak scale says no, and we aren't allowed to do that. Right, if we get that in there like so, and then we activate those radiators. There's probably a better way of doing this. And we will also start this reactor, and we'll set the power setting to about 10. We'll make sure that there's enriched uranium in there for now, and then we'll save this as Aldrin Base Piece 1, because that's what it's going to be at the moment. I love your vids. Hello, brothers. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. We are streaming some BeyondHome or Coming Home, as the series is called at the moment today. We're working on building new surface-based modules, and this is kind of like the start of what we're going to be doing. So I'm actually going to save this, and one thing that I do want to do before I even think about getting this anywhere is making sure that the radiators that we've got work. I will be placing more radiators, but this will be just, you know, kind of like a base to start us off, because this will not be enough in order to fully cool down this ginormous nuclear reactor. I mean, these might be enough, but to be honest, I'm not sure really where I'd put them. Like, I don't really want to place them on the reactor like this, because that just kind of like covers the awesomeness of the base. And I don't want to cover the awesomeness of the base. I could maybe use some of these sorts of radiators and maybe get a couple on the top of here. If we go for a large radiator panel like so, and maybe we put that on there like this. This might be enough to radiate some of the heat off that we produce, and I think this looks a little bit nicer. We do that on both sides. And we try and get that, we want absolute, and we try and get that in the middle, like so. Lovely, lovely stuff. And then we'll bring that down so it is just above that. And right, that's literally just above, just a smidge. And there we go. That should be that all done. Let's activate those radiators. And all of these are activated as well, I believe. Shut down, activate. We want to activate you as well. This is on power setting 10. What we're going to do is we're going to save this. We're going to make sure that we've got at least one crew member in. So Ziggy Kerman III, you are going to be irradiated to hell whilst we test this out on, and I think I'm going to save this. We'll test this out on the runway because this might be a little bit too big for the launch pad. Ganassa, are you sure those reactors play well with USI live support? From what I've seen, Kerbals run out of electric charge when the vessel isn't loaded. So they do. They do run out of electric charge. But if you go back to the vessel, it's as if nothing has happened. Nothing goes wrong. As far as I'm aware, at least that's what I have personally experienced. I don't want to open. I want to save this. And we want to launch this and just see what this is like. Yeah, no. Nothing terrible happens. You just go back and then it drains like enriched uranium really quickly whilst it tries to figure out how much would have been used whilst you've been away. That's what I've seen anyway. Your builds are amazing. You inspire me. Thank you. I'm glad I inspire you. I personally think they're somewhat average, but if you think they're cool, then thank you very much. I really like the Eve. So I designed the original interplanetary vessel that was going to be using the fission engine on a live stream, and then I kind of went away and just completely redesigned the entire thing. I've just realized I've not auto-strutted anything. God damn it, I'm so stupid. And yeah, I went away and redesigned the entire thing, because usually when I do live streams like this, I am talking, I am trying to design, I'm trying to make things look cool. But when I am on my own, focusing purely on the game, and I can really get my head into it, and I can get down to business, I do tend to do a little bit better in terms of building something that looks a little bit nicer and is a bit more functional. Yeah, because live streaming, my brain goes out the window. I'm really amazed that I managed to land that plane successfully on a live stream. I was a bit worried that that wasn't going to happen, and then everyone would think, like, oh, but he could do it on the videos, why can't he do it on the streams? Because, yeah, an audience is always scary. Also, you can check thermals by clicking the little fire symbol on the lower toolbar and put reactors on different cooling loop than drills. I don't think that works for all reactors. I know that works for things with core heat, or the mod that Far Future Technology uses. But for everything, I'm not sure if that works. Right, so is this enough? How much power can we get out of this? That's actually enough radiators to run this at full charge, and we get 2,000 electric charge per second. That is enough. And why do we have... I emptied the crew. There was only one Kerbal on board. Why do we have 6? Why do we have 6? That is a very, very curious phenomenon. Why do we have 6 Kerbals? That is very bizarre. Very, very, very bizarre. Right. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure that all of this works. So if we get ship manifest out, we are going to move our crew from the command node to one of these small little hab modules. Yeah, we'll get Ziggy Kerman. He can be our test dummy. And we'll see if we can safely exit this module, get back in and, you know, do all of that kind of stuff. Run around it a little bit, have a bit of a play, and just make sure that everything is as it should be. So can we go EVA? We can. Lovely. And we can run down. Oh, we fell. Oops. And hopefully this isn't too laggy. It doesn't look too laggy, but there we go. We can get in, or we can get out even. Can we get back up? We can. I love these stairs. Honestly, these stairs are such a cool addition. I'm not entirely sure what mod these ones are from, but I know that Benji 10's, the Planetside Exploration mod, does add some stairs, which is really, really cool. All right, there we go. That is going to be the start of our base. The start of something new. Yes, Aldrin Base core module. It has power. It has a Pioneer and Logistics module. It has a nuclear fuel plant, a mobile workshop, and a assembly plant. And with all of that, that should be enough to start producing, well, that'll be the factory section for material kits. The next things that we need to do is a refinery section, which will also contain our fuel. And we are also going to need a habitation module where we can store life support and all of that kind of important stuff. Hello, Karnasa. Hello, PG Luddle. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Today we are going to be designing surface base modules for Aldrin Base, so the new ginormous surface base that we will be setting down on the surface of Armstrong, right? So we want to revert that because that was just a test. We're going to go back to the spaceplane hangar and we're going to save this up and then think about the next modules, or maybe even think about how we're going to get this down to the surface of Armstrong. Hello, Alexander Muir. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. So I cannot explain how happy I am that you saw 3 comments. I do try and read the chat. I honestly, sometimes I do just see more. I know sometimes I miss comments, and I do profusely apologize if you've sent something and I've missed it. I do try and read all of the chat as much as possible. But sometimes, obviously, when designing as well, I'm not able to catch up on chat as much as I would like. Anyway. Yeah, we need to figure out how the hell we're going to get this down. How are we going to get this down? Well, first of all, we're going to retract these because we do not need those up. This is going to, I think what we'll do is we'll have like maybe 94.5 bits of enriched uranium in there. We don't want any more than that. And we can store enriched uranium. We can bring that across with the base that we've got down already. So that'll get rid of some of the mass. We do want to have some machinery in here as well, although we might have to send that down separately. So actually, yeah, no, we will send machinery down separately. We get the machinery out of there as well, because I don't think we have any machinery on Collins Station, which is going to be the space station that is actually going to produce all of the parts for this surface base. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to produce this, because this will be produced at Collins Station. So that is now 60 tons. That is quite a lot. That is a heffin' chonker of a base. Or just the first base module. Why is that so heavy? I mean, that weighs 20 tons on its own. I mean, we could make this smaller, and it doesn't actually change anything. And look, that goes from being like 20 tons to 5 tons. It doesn't look as cool, though. Although what we could do, actually, to make this kind of like, you know, kind of all flow up into the correct sort of proportions is if we find, say, one of these, and we do that. And there we go. That looks all right. That looks a little bit better. And now we've saved on, yeah, a lot of mass by doing that. And I'm so not used to using the spaceplane hangar that this is proving quite tricky to maneuver around. And maybe with that, we might even be able to change up our radiators a bit, maybe? Make him look a little bit nicer. Could we go for, like, something... I wonder if I even need that, or if these two are going to be big enough. These two might be big enough. Twig Skill Hacks. Hello from Greece. Hello, Stillion Stamatis. Am I saying that correctly? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Check thermals again after changing size. Yes, because, yeah, I was going to say, do we need to load it? But, yeah, look, this doesn't actually run this because it's from the, I think, Kerbal Atomics mod. It doesn't work with system heat, which is really annoying. So I do have to actually fly this to make sure that this does work. So I think, yeah, we do need to check this before flying this. I think I'm going to build our way of lowering this onto the surface of Armstrong first, though. Because I don't want to go straight out away. Right, so in order to do this, we are going to need some engines. Obviously, we need a way of getting down onto the surface. And we only need probably only about 300 meters per second of delta V, because Armstrong is so small. We're going to be building this in orbit. Yeah, maybe like 500 will be the kind of like upper limit of what we want. I'm going to move this back to the VAB because I much prefer building in the VAB. The game is taking really long to load today. I'm not entirely sure why. Twig Skill Hacks. I think there's a patch to make it work with system heat. Is there? Because I absolutely need that, because that would make my life so much better. Honestly, it would be really good. Because, yeah, like just the click of a button, we could go and we could see if our reactors are going to overheat and explode or not, which would be glorious. So we've got, like, this. I don't think this tells us. Does it? Thermal. Or maybe it does. Ah, hang on. Oh, wait, maybe this is fine? Ah. Okay. Interesting. Oh, yeah, no, we can actually see it from here. Ah, awesome. So that does tell us. Great. Yeah, no. I can do it from here. I've never used this setting before. So if we do that, we need more. So if we place like that on there and that on there, and we activate, yeah, that's still not enough. There we go. That's what we need. We need all of those, and that should be fine. But no, we don't want that. We want to get rid of those. And I think what we'll do is probably get the old radiators that we were using, because these guys were very, very nice. Yeah, look at these. These radiate a huge amount of heat. They are very powerful radiators. They're obviously mainly used for the far future technologies, kind of, what do you call it, engines that you do unlock. So we could probably go through, yeah, even a, oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. These just, you know, get rid of all heat no matter what. That's Doesn't matter what size these are, they radiate the same amount of heat, apparently. Does that work with system heat as well? So that's minus 2 kilowatts. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. If we go double or square, it changes. But 1/3 to a half doesn't actually change. So, yeah, I'll just keep those there like that, and that should be good. Right, we'll move those so that they're roughly in the center, and then we got a bit of radiator action coming off the top here, and that'll be good. Right, let's get rid of all of these menus up that I've got. We'll get rid of that too. So, system heat, nuclear waste reactor config. Oh, so there is. Awesome. I will absolutely go and check that out. I'll have to go and check that out, and hopefully I should be able to get that. Although this does seem to work. It seems to be roughly telling me what I should be getting. How many material? We need 30,000 material kits for this. Good lord, that's a lot. We might have to build a new part around Collins Station, especially as we've not even got the fuel yet to land this. So, fuel that I'm going to be using will be liquid fuel, I imagine, or LFO, because we can produce that around Armstrong at the moment. Now I've got to figure out where on earth I want to place some engines on this that we're going to be able to get ourselves down. I think maybe what we will do is place that on here like so, and then we'll use these to, yeah, we'll use these to get us down. There we go, that's nice and center. And let's just throw some engines on here until we get a result that we like. Yeah, Rockomax, one of these. I feel like this will be big enough. Especially if we get 4 of these. I doubt we'll need more than this. But we might do. Who knows? We'll have to see. We will have to see. Okay, All right, let's get you set there like that. And I realize I spent a long time like sorting all of this out, but I'm actually going to get rid of those, and I'm just going to duplicate this one and see what that does for us, and then I'll have to tweak those all over again, which is a shame. I have all the same mods as you, but my procedural fairings doesn't work. Do your procedural fairings work? My procedural fairings do work. They do. I can whack a procedural fairing on here, and I can set the base size, and then I can get one of these fairings, and you know, we can put a fairing on. It does work. I put this mod pack together quite a long time ago, which may be why. It was like September last year that I put this together, which is why I'm actually running on KSP 1.12.2 at the moment rather than 1.12.3. I do want to update to 1.12.3, but I'm a little bit worried that it's going to completely balk my install when I do it, right? I want a circular tank that's going to fit on top of there, like so. Yeah, like that. And then we'll just make that, we'll make that black and white, and then we'll make this white as well. And this will be what we use to get this down. And I think I'm going to go for my favorite engines at the moment because they are just bloody overpowered. they are getting me all around everywhere. Is this Irradiance engine? So if we whack one of these on here, like so, and move that in, like that, and they're really nice and low profile as well, so I like them for that. The fact that they don't have like massive engine bells jutting out. It's from the OPT mod, that engine. Super nice. And what we will do is we will make sure that this is just liquid fuel, because they only run on liquid fuel. So yeah, they only require liquid fuel. So I feel like this is probably a little bit overpowered, but I'm going to take what I can get, and this might actually be way too much. We'll see. Let's place that in there like that. Then we'll also do the same over this side and grab these two. Oh, hello. No, I don't want that engine. I want that to go. And if we put that on there. So if I do sound a bit tired today as well, I think I mentioned it at the beginning of the stream. Obviously, I've been working today. I had a 6-hour shift earlier on. I woke up at 4:30 this morning to get to my shift. It's now 7:30 in the evening, so I might be a little bit more tired today. But I think on days where I do work is days that I am going to probably stream, because it's going to be really difficult for me to get an episode out. And I think I want to get an episode out of coming home on Friday, will be the next one. And I want it to be like the start of putting this base together. So I want to get quite a lot of this building done during this stream. That's 11,000 meters per second of delta V. We absolutely, oh wait, no, it's going to be more when we turn it up to vacuum. That's 3,000 meters per second of delta V. 4,500 meters per second of delta V. We could build this. We could build this at Trap and send it over from Trap rather than Collins Station with this configuration, which might be better because it might be easier to get machinery to Trap, and then we could probably like put machinery on this before we go, and then that way we will have a decent amount of machinery for when we get there. Like so. We are going to have to send machinery up to Trap though. We do like that. How much do we get? 3,917 meters per second of delta V. Okay, that's fine. RCS build aid. What's the torque like? Why can't I see torque? Ooh, it's quite a bit. But someone told me about the MechJeb kind of like thrust differential throttle, so we'll have to look at that. I'll have to look at that because that might make things a little bit easier. But one other thing that I also do want on here that I have forgotten is we are going to want a probe core so that we can actually fly this. Yeah, I think I might launch this from Trap rather than Collins Station. Trap being the totally reliable assembly platform, which is the one in low road orbit rather than the one in low Armstrong orbit. There we go. We've got probe core on there now too. Still got 3,781 meters per second of delta V, which is more than enough to get to Armstrong and to also land. And I think the last thing that we will do is probably put some of these on. Oh no, they need oxidizer. What I could do is put some monopropellant on here and just use these. These rather ginormous chunky things. Right, let's make sure that they are all kind of like matched by doing that. And we'll do that. And I think we want that to go up like so. We'll grab this, place that on there, put that up like that, and then finally we'll place that there like that. And we still got 3,757 meters per second of delta V, which is fabulous. We're not even using, we are using quite a bit of liquid fuel actually. That's more liquid fuel than I thought. Oops. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll be able to figure out a way to do this. Insufficient avionics locking controls. Oh no. I hope we don't get that in this, considering RP1 is not installed, and that is a message purely from RP1. That would be a real shame if that were to happen. Right, we need to change this to material kits and this to specialized parts. That shouldn't take too long. Specialized parts, previous cargo. There we go. Lovely. Okay, so this has... how much liquid fuel? 8,000 in it. I think we have more than that on trap, so that's fine, but we do need monopropellant too. So what I'm going to do is we're going to find a tank that I can store some monopropellant in. Can I store monoprop in the Oscar D? What? Liquid fuel, ox... Nope, I cannot. Okay, what can I store monopropellant in? These tanks. And yeah, do I really want do I really want to do that? Maybe I do. And how much is this going to get us down to? So it takes about 1,600 or 1,100 to get to Armstrong and a little bit more. Yeah, we'll do this. And these will be our monopropellant stores for now. It doesn't need to be aerodynamic. We're going to a vacuum planet and we are launching from vacuum. Like, we're not building this in the atmosphere. No, we're not going to launch this. This is going to be built in space. So I think with that, that is pretty much all we're going to need for our first core module of the base anyway. We've got radiators, we've got all of the kind of equipment to start building material kits. We've got a way of producing enriched uranium on here, and we've got a location to actually store said enriched uranium. So that is all fine. We obviously need refineries and more in order to produce material kits, but we will be getting to that in the next section that we're going to build, which will also contain our storage for more things like chemicals, polymers, all of that kind of stuff that we need to use to bring over to here. So that'll be the second module. We also need to do life support. This will be power. And there are probably kind of like maybe some pretty sections that we might build as well. So with that, I think what we're going to do, we're going to save that and we're going to switch the editor. I'm going to launch this again from the spaceplane hangar so that I can check and make sure that the reactor doesn't explode whilst we launch it, because that would be terrible. That would be really bad. That would be awful if that were to happen. Where has my Aldrin base gone? Oh, it's up here. Yeah, we're gonna launch this. Crew. Let's check the crew. Yep. Okay. Where you gone? Wait. I've lost you. Don't leave me, Howard Moon. I am all Greg. Okay. Order base peace. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to save this, launch this, check it out. Actually, we're going to auto strut everything first. So auto strut to the heaviest point. And with that being done, we'll save and launch and check that everything works just fine. Kanasa, are you going to consider slicing your hair? I am. I absolutely am. I'm probably going to get a haircut or a hair slice even. Sorry, I mislabeled it, mistermed it. On Friday, which is in 2 days' time, because tomorrow I'm working. I don't want to do a stream again tomorrow of Hyperrealism Overhaul, so I won't be able to do that then. And Friday I've got off. Good Friday I've got off, so I can chill around and go get my good old hair slice and come back like almost bald probably, or at least a lot shorter hair than I've got at the moment. Because like, look at this. Why does that stick over my headphones? Every day is a bad hair day when you have hair this long. Anyway, we are going to be waiting an awful long time for this to load. It's just an unfortunate thing. What is my job? I work at Costa Coffee now. If that was in relation to me, I started that this Monday. Yeah. And yeah, I was learning how to make lots of different coffees today, which was kind of fun. I'm training to be a manager eventually. Hopefully I'll be a manager within my first month, which will be great. It's just kind of like a part-time job to do whilst I'm still at university, because I still am at university. I'm in my Easter holidays at the moment, though, so I've got a lot of time to just chill and do live streams and play Kerbal Space Program and go out and do job stuff as well. Yes, no, it's not going too badly at the moment. I'm British. Yes, I am. If the accent did not give it away, I'm most definitely from the United Kingdom of Britland. Cool. Right. So let's just make sure that that looks like it's getting hot. That is getting hot. Hot, 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 hot. Are none of these radiators activated? Nope, they are not. Let's activate all of the right. Okay, activate. So these radiators basically do sweet F-all. Yes, they don't do a lot right. Okay. So how hot can we run this with those radiators? It looks like, yeah, we can run it at full power. So basically, these two ginormous radiators that we've got on here provide nowhere near as much radiation like efficiency as these radiators here. That's good to know. These ones are much, much, much more efficient. And there we go. We are going to be able to run this and gain 2,000 electric charge per second. But that also means we're only going to get 53 days of core life. But with this nuclear fuel plant over here, we can do, you know, start centrifuges and be able to produce more enriched uranium from the uraninite that we pull from the planetary warehouse. Right. Can we even take off? What's our thrust to weight ratio? 0.33. No, absolutely not. We're not going to be able to take off here. But there you go. And we'll use these engines to land. What was someone saying about differential thingamajiggy? Was it under this? Settings? I don't know. Hello. What do you study? What do I study? I study computer science. That's what I study at university. In my second year, I'm going into exams very shortly, but I'm in Easter break at the moment, or Easter holidays, which is nice. The Sims 4 KSP edition. The black radiators also look like they'd make a nice fence. I guess, yeah. They've even got some sort of like pole around it, and then like this kind of like nice, definitely, like someone said, definitely something from The Sims 4 computer science meta. So set the auto shutdown temperature on the reactor be slightly higher than operating temperature. It'll turn itself off before it gets anywhere hot enough to damage itself. I never thought about doing that, but that's really smart. So, oops, that was a bit too much. So we want to set it to 900, and then we want to start the reactor, and everything should, yeah, we'll be able to produce 3,500 kilowatts of power or 2,000 electric charge per second, and that is that all done. So, oh nice, in the UK, first year comp size, the same for everyone, so we studied the same stuff first year. I did not know that. Yeah, first year, what did I do? I had a maths module, I had web dev, I had networking, I remember doing stuff on like SQL and databases and all of that. Java, no, yeah, I did Java in first year. Java and Python, I think. Yeah, I had like introduction to programming, which was learning how to program in Python, and then object-oriented programming, which was an introduction to like OOP, and also learning how to code in Java at the same time. Now, I think those were all of my modules from first year, and then I had a group project, which sucked. Right, so I want to see, someone said that there was definitely something, and I'm wondering if it's in any of, it might be under utilities. So, smooth throttle, keep limit, prevent engine overheats, auto deploy antennas, auto stage. Okay, prevent jet flame, no, none of those. Differential throttle. Translatron, it's not that, I've used that before. Custom window editor, flight recorder, maneuver node editor. I'm not sure if it'll be in any of these. Smart translation, scripting module. SQL, give me PTSD. No, I was so glad when I was finished with that module. It made me never want to do anything with databases ever again. Like, I remember finishing that and thinking, okay, now I'm going into my second and third year. I'm never ever going to pick a module that has anything to do with databases on it at all, because I friggin' hate that. Like, it made me. Differential throttle, it's right there. Where? Let me. Is it? Where was I looking at? My manual. Was it under utilities? Did Where? I cannot see it. Prevent manage air intakes. Oh, I'm blind. It is right there. It's right there. It's right there. There we go. We found it. How do you feel when you landed on when you first landed on whatever planet or moon? I can't remember how I felt when I landed on like the moon in KSP for the first time, because I did that probably 9 years ago now. I've had the game since 2013 and I landed on the moon relatively quickly. Right, so we're going to revert this to spaceplane hangar. I know that everything works. The radiators are fine. The nuclear reactor is fine. I don't know about the docking ports though. So my concern is like, they are very useful, these docking ports, the flexi tubes, because it means we don't need to like bump things together like that. Everything will just connect. All we need to do is get a Kerbal out and connect them. They don't look very good compared to some of the pieces that we could get. I think maybe for easiness sake, I might go with these for now. And potentially I might, who knows, I might do a whole redesign, because obviously in the next millennia, one thing that I did with that is I had my little crane gantry thing that would move over pieces, drop down, pick them up, move them around and like dock them. And eventually I ended up just ramming things together because like it didn't work half the time. And I would like to maybe do something like that in this, but I feel like to produce a system like that is going to take me quite a long time. And probably not something that I'm going to want to do on stream, because there's going to be a lot of thinking involved with how to actually like line things up. But I guess one thing that I could do is what we are going to do, we're going to get rid of these flexi tubes here, and we are going to place just normal docking ports on these sides. We'll place these normal K and K docking ports, and then that way I have the option of using either the flexi tubes, or I can use these docking ports, and then that way, yeah, I've got choices with this first base. So I'm going to save this. And I'm thinking, do we launch this in the live stream because we've got it all built up? Or do I carry on? I'm going to go have a look, actually. Right, so what do we need for this? We need 45,000 material kits and 3,000 specialized parts. A lot of machinery, and a lot of liquid fuel and monopropellant and all of that kind of stuff, and some enriched uranium. In fact, we can probably get a little bit more enriched uranium than that. Let's put it up to 56. And I've just realized probably when releasing this from the when releasing this from the Explanatory launch pad, probably all of the uranium is going to go in there, and it means we're not going to be able to charge this. How much electric charge do we have? We only have 640 in there. It's not a lot. Is that the only electric charge that we have on board the entire vessel? No, we've got 5,840. Okay. Right. I'm just thinking I might, for the sake of actually getting over to Armstrong and making sure that we don't run out of electric charge, is place these very diddy solar panels on there, which should hopefully be enough. Or maybe we'll get some that are slightly bigger. We'll get some that are slightly bigger, and we will actually remove these at a later date. These are just going to be temporary little things, and once we get Kerbals down at the base. In fact, you know what I might do to make it a little bit easier for removing things? We'll just put like one there, one there, one there. Oh, damn it. Placed it in the wrong place. One there and one there. And hopefully these are the circular ones. Yep. And they're not going to interfere with anything. Nope, that looks good. Right, yeah, that's what we'll do for now. And then at least that way I know that we will be able to have at least some electric charge on this. Right, I'm going to save, I'm going to leave, and I'm going to go see if I can build this at the Totally Reliable Assembly platform. Question about the mod planets. Can I run outer planets with BeyondHome? I don't actually know. I've not tried adding any other planets to this planet pack. And someone did say, I was talking on Discord about it, have I even considered like adding more planets to once they get back to Kerbal? And I thought that, no, I wasn't going to. And I wasn't going to because I thought, well, it's going to take me forever to get to Kerbal. It's like, obviously, this series has been going on for about, 6 months as is. Do I am I even going to get there before, like, say, KSP2 comes out? But I think, actually, the rate that I've been releasing stuff now and the rate that I've been building stuff on this series, that there is a good possibility that I will get to Kerbal when I'll run out of things to do, and it might be nicer to maybe add some more planet packs afterwards. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah, might be nice to add some further planet packs afterwards so we can go and explore those as well, because that'd be pretty cool. Right, we are going to go to the Totally Reliable assembly platform and have a look and see if we can launch this from there. And I think I might do it, and I might get rid of my face for this, because then I could put it into an episode, and that means I've already got some content. I've already got some content to edit into the next video, because as I've said, like, I pre-recorded a load of content. And the last of that pre-recorded content was the last of the episode that came out yesterday. So I have now since run out of content to do, but not to worry. Look at all of our little vessels all over the system. We've got loads of things coming from Gateway, because I think we've got the old Gateway 5 mission that I did at the very beginning of this series, like episode 5 or something. Are you okay? I am okay. Are you okay? I am doing very, very fine at the moment. I'm a little bit tired. Like I said, it's been a long day, and I've had a lot of things to do, but I'm all right. Right, what am I going for? I'm going for the Totally Reliable assembly platform, which I believe, no, it's this. It's just called ALCOR. That's what it is, because it was Orbital Dockyard Alpha. That was its original name, because I was very inventive. And then that went to a vote. That went to I asked for names for that in the comments, and Totally Reliable assembly platform was by definitely, well, one of my favorites that was there. Stinky Man. Who's the Stinky Man? Can't you record the game separate from the stream the way your face isn't on it? Probably, but I've not got OBS configured to do that. And I don't know how I could configure OBS to do that unless I went and Googled it and looked it up. So if I did do any recordings for this, it would mean that I'd have to, go away. Yeah, there almost certainly is a way of doing that. And I think Katniss did tell me before, he did mention it before when I was doing the Hyperrealism Overhaul streams. It's just like, yeah, just record the separate game. But as far as I'm aware with OBS now, I've not been able to figure out how to do that. Oh, by the way, word of warning as well. When we go to the Odo or Trap, the game's probably going to get quite laggy. This is a big space station. It's got a lot of parts. It's got an awful lot of parts. It's laggy at the best of times, even when I'm just playing on my own and not streaming. So, yeah, it might get bad. It might get bad. Okay, real quick. Okay, you just can't be asked. Did you figure out what caused the coma anomaly? So people were saying that, that there were a couple of... Right, I need to time warp as soon as I get here as well, because sometimes this thing can get attacked by the Kraken if I don't time warp immediately. So there we go. People were saying it's a bug with Copernicus, basically making parts overheat for... I can't remember the exact reason, but it's really bad. Yeah, look how laggy this is. It's really bad. So we want to try hit settings, apply, because that sometimes makes things a little bit smoother. It is a little bit smoother. So yeah, this is the Totally Reliable assembly platform, where we have been building the vast majority of our stuff in this series. We've got our little construction port here. I remember docking this was a right ball ache, because I wanted this kind of like gantry that you could see what you were constructing from it. And yeah, that was difficult to maneuver with RCS. Is the hyper-realistic RSS streams going to become a video series? Yes, it will do eventually, which is why I have had my face off for the vast majority of that. What I want to do with that series is make it kind of like a meme style video, like I did with my install video. Short, maybe like 5 to 10 minute long videos, a series of maybe like 5, 6 videos to do. And I think it should be quite fun, and they hopefully should be quite funny. Right, so we are going to show the UI for this. We're going to clear this because we do not want that anymore. What did I call that? It was Aldrin Base something, wasn't it? It was like Aldrin Base Part 1. Do I have enough? There we go. Aldrin Base Piece 1. Do I have enough material kits and specialized parts to build this here? Let's let it load. There we go. I do. I absolutely do. I have more than enough. So we could build this now. And I remember we need 8,000 liquid fuel. How much liquid fuel do I have on here? 15,000. So we have enough liquid fuel on here as well in order to get that across. We need a resupply of liquid hydrogen apparently, and some fertilizer at some point soon. We've got a load of enriched uranium on here. That's absolutely fine. So it's really only liquid hydrogen and stuff that I need to refill. And great, I accidentally clicked on that, so that's all up. Okay, so we can build this. Do we have machinery on here actually? No, we do not. Is there anywhere, because this is going to require machinery, is there anywhere on here that I can dock machinery to real quick? I guess we could maybe put a little supply of machinery on this docking port here. That might be something to do. And then we can, yeah, that might be actually smart, getting machinery to be docked over, or to that, no, that's my LFO port. That's a crew port. Yeah, we'll get machinery docked there. I think we will go and do that, but what we will do is we will click build, and we're going to start building this. It's going to take a while to think about it. It's free on mobile. SFS. Why play SFS when KSP exists? I got gifted SFS. I got a free copy of that by the developer. They emailed me and said, we want you have this game, which was rather cool of them for PC. That was rather cool of them. I did start doing a video series on that, which I do need to finish because I feel like they gave me a copy of the game, so I probably should play the game on my channel. But I've not done it yet. I've not finished because I don't know where I'm going to go with that. Couple space program, but 2D. Yes, no. It was very nice of them to send me. Why did that not start building? I ticked build. Come on. Why are you not building? Oh, there we go. Now it's building. Now it's building. That's going to take like 3 days to build. That's fine. So in those 3 days, what we are going to do is we're going to come back to the Space Center, build some sort of device that can transport machinery real quick. We'll dock that to the station, get the machinery on there so that we have a fully set up base for when we want to go. Hey, Kanasa. Hello, Nine Flagger. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Game Nights. Hello. Welcome. Hello, Game Nights. Hello, Game Nights. Welcome. I recognize that username from the Discord. Of course I do. So if you don't know about the Discord, we do have a Discord. There is a link to that in the description if you want to go check it out. Cool place. It's getting more active now that I've actually started being active on my channel again. Obviously, I did have that rather long break where I was away. I mean, I was unwell. My mum was unwell. I had university to catch up with. There was a lot of reasons why I wasn't there. But no, now it's Easter holiday. I am back. Kanasa, what happens to Kerbal Gets Real and New Millennia? I've mentioned that on this stream once already. Basically, the game is unplayable in the state it's in. It was set up on a 1.10 install of KSP before 1.10 was supported for RO and RP1. I added way too many mods. Basically, whenever I go into that save, it runs at about 3 frames per second wherever I am, including the Space Center. So you just get no frames whatsoever. Really bad. Even building stuff is a pain as well. And it crashes all the time. It's just not fun to do anything. It's really hard to film anything in it because it's just old. It's an old save and it's just unplayable, pretty much unplayable. So because of that, yeah, I've decided that series is going to be on a permanent hiatus until, well, permanent means permanent. I don't know if I'll ever pick it back up again. Have I landed on Kerbin yet? No, we have not. One thing as well that I'm thinking of doing as soon as we've got this base set up at Armstrong is building a small probe that we're going to shoot off to the Kerbal system. And then that way it can be like our little, kind of small little probe that is going to float along there and take several thousand or like probably like a few hundred years maybe to get to the Kerbal system. And we'll see if we can beat that with our first crewed vessel when we eventually get round to doing that, which will be quite fun. Okay, so we are going to make ourselves just a small little thing that will take us up. Machinery is what I needed, wasn't it? So we're going to do this. We'll do this real quick. Get a docking port on the top. We don't want, wait, Clampatron. Oh, have I unlocked a bigger one of these now? This is new. This is new. This is new. I've unlocked something bigger. Oh, very nice. I didn't even realize. Right, so we're going to go for think what we'll do is this like a Rockomax size? Rockomax. We'll get for, no, it's not. It's like the FLT size, isn't it? So if we, or FLTX, I think is the name of the like 1.875 meter things. Maybe I might be wrong. Kanasa, I'm pooping right now. Nice, nice. Enjoy yourself. Kanasa, shameless plug. Join Kanasa's server. He feeds me for every new member. Also, you're late on my 2 pieces of bread for March. Oops. I'm sorry. They'll come. They will make it. I thought you would like potatoes. Isn't that the stereotypical Irish thing? Is potatoes? I'm not sure. I might be wrong. That also might be like incredibly offensive. I'm not sure, but that's what I thought was the stereotype associated with Irish people. Like the stereotype associated with where I'm from is that we're all really chavvy, orange, and we speak in the worst possible accent ever. Like, my accent is alright, but if you Google someone with a proper Essex accent, like they talk like this all the time, mate, oh my god, it's so annoying, it's just awful, it's really horrible. Essex accents are the worst, honestly. Gross. I'm so glad I don't have a stereotypical Essex accent. Right, anyway, why am I looking at all of my parts? I don't want to be looking at all of my parts, just the special ones. I mean the fuel tanks. That's what we really want. Kanasa isn't Irish. No, I'm from the UK. I'm from Essex in the UK. It's near London. It's a bit of a rubbish place to live. Oh, it's FL with a thing in the middle. Oh, well, let's try that again. FL thing in the middle, TX. There we go. Much better. So I think if we just get maybe say one of these and we do kind of like, no, I don't want that. I want a very small engine. Maybe we'll go for like the Terrier. 1,216, 4,937, but obviously we do need to put some machinery on here as well. So what we're going to do is come into logistics. Let's build this quick. I should really be building this really quickly. So we'll do that, and we will get next cargo. We'll get to machinery, and we will build 4,500 machinery. And this is going to look really silly on the side of the space to 721. That will make it, but that is going to be incredibly tight. We'll go for this. How heavy does that weigh? 30 tons. We can absolutely send 30 tons up to low road orbit. And what we'll do is we'll get these small vernier thruster mediums, and we'll place 4 of those on, like so. I probably want those the other way. How long's the burn time on that? 601 seconds. That's all right. It's a bit slow, but you know, maybe we'll get something better than a poodle or a terrier, whatever it was. Right, let's get something bigger. Yeah. I live in Penarth. Penarth. Where's Penarth? Isn't that? I feel like Penarth is Wales. It sounds like Penarth, but maybe that's because I'm thinking of Carmarthen. And that I don't know why. You said Penarth, and that reminded me of Carmarthen and Carmarthenshire. And I know that's definitely in Wales, because like my best mate lives down that way, or used to live down that way. Right, so we definitely want to sort by size. And we're going to want to probably go for the Wolfhound, I imagine, because, you know, that's just like the absolute best engine for this. Lots and lots of Delta V. Glorious. And with that as well, we also want to have a couple of solar panels on the side. And I guess, yeah, we can just place those there like that. Hopefully 2. Nope, that's only 1. We want 2, and there we go. This will be our little thing. Oh, I forgot to record the start of the build of the space station, of the thing at the space station, which is sad, but I'll do that when I will remember to do that when we get back. Right, let's bring this up. We will grab ourselves a launch vehicle. How much does this weigh? 34 tons. Sub-assemblies don't crash on me now. I can't remember what sort of launch vehicle was capable of doing about that sort of tonnage. I mean, we could do this. Is this even a reusable launch vehicle? It's been ages since I've designed anything like this. I mean, that looks relatively reusable because it's got the landing legs. I'm willing to bet that that is somewhat reusable, and it's going to be ridiculously overbuilt, but I don't care. I just want to get I just want to get some sort of launch vehicle for this all done. And there we go. We'll bring this up so that it's not sticking out. I think this was the design that I tried to recover these solid boosters. This is overkill. This is absolutely overkill, but you know what? Screw it. I don't care. So this will be like machinery to live. We'll save that, and we will fire the mainsail. We'll fire the solid fuels. We'll fire the mainsail in the middle. Then we'll get rid of that, and we'll fire off all of those Sepratrons. Okay, what's that? Oh, it's well, that can go up there. We don't need to do that, I don't think. Wait, hang on. What was that I just placed up there? It's just the engine plate. Yeah, no. We don't need to do anything of that. It's slightly over-engineered. Only slightly. Only by a little bit. I mean, this was 33 tons that we were aiming to get up, and it's capable of 75. So it is slightly, ever so slightly. Right, we're going to go for, yep, that's fine. I'll put those up there. Then we probably want to ditch these here. We want to turn decoupler on for this. Decoupler is enabled. Yep, so that's there. We want that to go at the same time as that. That is going to go at the same time as these two engines. And then, yeah, I think then we'll go for that decoupling. And that should be all good. And I've been playing RSS-RO recently, so I was like, where is my RCS? And then I remembered, oh no, you don't get that in stock KSP or stockish. That's a thing that RO-RP1 adds. Right, okay. So, yeah, we're going to launch this. We're going to launch this up to the trap so that we've got some machinery. Ooh, another ding. Was that another subscriber? I hope it was. Thank you for whoever subscribed. Welcome to the channel. If you're on the stream, to be honest, it could just be someone that's seen one of my videos and has watched them and just subscribed anyway. I don't know. I don't know who that was, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to, yeah, I think we can launch this. Yeah, we're going to launch this. And now that we are actually doing a launch, I'm going to go bye-bye. Like I said, I can't really sort out the whole thing. I can't record the screen whilst my face is here. At the moment, I'm going to have a Google. I'm going to YouTube that and see if I can figure out what I actually need to do in order to get that. But yes, I'm going to go away. I will still be here, still be talking, but all we're going to see is the game screen like so. And I'm going to hit start recording, and we're going to get this launched. It'll be nice to get some content ready to be released. It's always nice streaming and getting a bit of episodic content at the same time. That's great. It's not usual that I get to do that in a coming home live stream. And I mean, ideally, what this live stream was going to be was just going to be me designing things. But I feel like, well, we've designed the first bit. Let's launch the first bit. Then we'll design the second bit. You know, the way KSP is meant to be played rather than designing it all at once. Who does that? People that are meticulous and like planning. Who on earth does that? I mean, I have. Excuse me, I'm coughing now. I'm making myself laugh. For the vast majority of this series, I have basically planned everything, and all of my stations have been built all together in the vehicle assembly building before sending them off. This is actually the first time that I've really designed a base that I'm not going to be planning out. Oh, God, I didn't auto-strut it. I did not auto-strut it. That's going to be bad. That's going to be bad. Oh, we've got auto-strut on there, and we can turn auto-strut on there, and we can turn auto-strut on there. Okay, that's good. Right, so lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. The Barbarian is ready to go. We're going to do ascent guidance because I've launched things so many bloody times. I can't be bothered launching myself. And it also does mean that whilst this is launching, I am going to get a moment to actually like talk to people in chat because I don't have to really worry about anything. So we're going to set the Oda core as our target. We're going to launch into the plane of the target. But no, we're not. We're going to abort that. We're going to go PVG because for some reason Classic doesn't actually work on this. We're going to go 100 by 100. I think we'll go for about 80 and we'll go for about 0.4 degrees per second. And everything else there should be good. I think that's good. And launch into the plane of the target in 1 hour and 22 minutes. We'll engage the autopilot and get ready to go. Do we have FMRS on? We do. So we are going to be able to recover the first stage. Hey, Lucky Stream, you a cool player in KSP. Thank you. I'm glad you are enjoying the stream. It's been going all right at the moment. This is obviously it's kind of a bit of a stretch from what I have been streaming recently. Obviously, the past week or so, I have been doing nothing but RSS RORP1 streams because I do want to make episodic content out of those streams, and I just wanted to smash out as much of that as I possibly could whilst I was on my Easter holiday. But the Barbarian one is launching. Look at it go. Look at it shine. Look at it shine. Where's that from? Oh, it's Mighty Boosh again. I put Vince Noir from the Mighty Boosh in my how to install video twice as a mod because he's king of the mods, and I feel like Mighty Boosh is something that's very, very, very UK only. I feel like that's not really transferred across anywhere else. I've got no idea if anyone really knew what that was all about. Hello, Kanasa. I hope you had a great day today. Hello, Christian Shea. Welcome to the stream. I've had a pretty good day. I was at work this morning. I'm now very tired. I was up at 4:30 this morning to get ready for my shift because I had to pick up my manager on the way in because I drive and they don't. And I thought, you know what, I'll give them, I'm friendly, I'm nice. I'll be like, here we go. Yeah. I can pick you up in the car on the way over. It'll be great. So I had to leave earlier this morning. And I thought we'd come into a bit of coming home Redux and do a little bit of space building. Base building in space. Space building. Yeah, howdy. Hello, Clay Sadat. Welcome to the stream. No, it does not transfer outside of UK, Kanasa. The Mighty Boosh, it's weird. It's very weird. It's a very weird TV show, but it is very funny. I love it. I love it to bits. I am the moon when you are the moon. I had a spaceman land on me once. He came right up to me with his rocket. It's just silly. It's silly, but it's great at the same time. It's absolutely fabulous. Right, we are going to get rid of. Oh no, we're not. We're gonna do this whilst the solids fire. Bye, solids. You were very nice, but you are no longer required. Oh dear, something sounded like it. Oh no, it was just the solids going off. So hey, Kani, how are you? I'm very good. Like I said, just a bit tired today, but we should be doing all right. Delta V. I mean, we've got loads of Delta V. This is a bit of a chonker of a rocket. Like, this was built to take 75 tons of Delta V to low road orbit, and we have. I think I might actually. Can we do that? We can. Actually, what if we do this? How much? We can, and we'll still get to orbit. All right. We're going to try a return to launch site. I've not done that in this series yet, but we're going to try an RTLS and see if this works. It might do. I'm not sure how close we'll get, but we'll see if this works, because normally we don't have enough fuel to do an RTLS, but with all of this fuel and the fact that we're only currently going like 700 meters per second, that should be more than enough. Like, we should have fuel for days, if I'm going to be honest, and we still should have enough Delta V to get into orbit as well. Oh no, I meant to get rid of the HUD whilst we separated. Oops. Anyway, there we go. We're on our way up to space now, and hopefully we will make it to space. Can I tell you a story? I don't know. I've got lots of stories I could probably tell. I'm not sure how many would be family friendly. Most of my stories start with, well, me and my friends one time decided to get really drunk. That's usually how my story goes. Hey, do I know who Joe is? Joe Mama! I'm assuming that's what that was going towards. Well, I do have a friend called Joe. 75 tons of Delta V into orbit. Is that what I said? We've got 70... This rocket is capable of lifting 75 tons to low Earth. Low road orbit, even. Ooh, I think I saw over 4,000. There is a lot of the Delta V's on this. Change in velocities. It has lots of that stuff. Lots of that good KSP stuff. What about Candice? Candice, Candy's nuts. I don't know. I'm assuming that's where that's going. What 76 tons? What 70? Well, I mean, we're not really taking 76 tons to low road orbit at the moment. No, we're only taking 33, which is why we were able to not burn anywhere near all of our fuel on that stage, and that's why we are going to attempt to do a RTLS later on. Do I know about Sigma? Any tips for realism overhaul? Any tips for RO? Watch YouTubers. There's loads of great series on YouTube for kind of like seeing what people are doing. Might give you inspiration, like N9, Beardy, myself, maybe Calvin McClure, who was in the live chat earlier on. Cosmonaut Crash. He's got the longest running series ongoing. I think he's on over 700 episodes now, and it's great. He's a fantastic designer. So definitely go check out his channel. I think he's on about 2,000 subs. So like definitely go give him some love if you don't know about him. He's great. Loads of uploads. If you want to watch through his entire series, it will probably take you months. 700 episodes, like 20 to 30 minutes long. I think even the first ones are like streams, so they're like 4 hours long. So it's long, lots and lots of content. Which is better, Life on Lave or the Blunderbirds? I liked the Blunderbirds. I don't really watch Matt Lown for KSP though. As funny as that sounds. I usually, if I want to watch a Matt Lown video, what I used to watch him for was his Planet Coaster videos. So I kind of like learned how to do KSP before like Matt Lown was really a thing, because I started playing in 2013. And I don't know when his channel got big, because I went away for a few years of playing the game, and then I came back, and then I saw there was this Matt Lown guy. Yeah, I never really got into him for KSP, but I knew about his existence. And yeah, no, I think he does really, really cool creations in Planet Coaster. I think he's amazing at that game, and he should definitely do more. And it's a bit of a shame that he stopped Velocity Lake, because that was actually a really cool series to watch. Do I like Kenya? I mean, I neither like nor dislike Kenya. I've never been, so I can't really have any sort of educated opinion on it. It's somewhere that I've not been to, so how can I say whether I like it or if I don't like it without having actually ever gone there? Checkmate atheists. I'm pulling all funny poses and I realise my camera's not even on. Latmaun, or Twat Clown as he's known as on Beardy's server, due to their beefs. When will I join for all Kerbal Kind? As soon as Beardy and N9 have landed on the moon. That will be probably a couple of episodes after they come back. I started working on a trailer for it, which I started on a long time ago, but I'm going to wait until they start that series again, and then I'm going to put that all together, and hopefully that will release the next time that they upload a episode. So there will be some sort of full Kerbal Kind content from me, hopefully as soon as they start uploading again, but it'll only be a trailer. And as soon as they make it... soon as they make it to successful crewed lunar landings, then I will be joining the series as the UK Space Agency. I will be playing as them until I achieve orbit with, obviously, the superior Black Arrow. And as soon as that has been done, we are going to change to the European Space Agency. Right, okay, so we've got that up to orbit. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to try and do an RTLS, see if this works. Do I know the tale of Bill the Chemist? No, I don't. I do not. Anyone seen the recent Australian GP? Grand Prix? Like F1? I'm assuming that means. People were talking about F1 on a stream maybe at the end of last week. I don't really watch Formula 1. It's something, I don't know why I've never been into it. It does, I had a friend that was massively into it, but I never personally got that involved. I'm not really a sporty person in any kind of sports, really. Right, okay, let's hit the brakes, the air brakes, and let's see if we can do RTLS. Right, so we want to unforbid everything, unforbid everything, unforbid everything, absolutely everything. Right, come on, unforbid, and we want to unforbid you, and we want to get smart ASS up, and we want to go surface, we want to go horizontal velocity negative. Come on, let's turn you on. Turn around, please. The earlier we do this burn, the better, because it'll mean we don't go as far. We've got 3,250 meters per second of delta V. We will be able to do a return to launch site, abso-freaking-lutely. So let's fire these engines up and start making our way back over in this general direction. As soon as we're pointing this way, we're going to fire these engines up a little bit more. Why do recovery if it's a science mode? Because it's because it's cool. Like, it's cool. That's why. It's a series. I want things to look cool. That's why we do all we do in this series. Like, yeah. So we're going to attempt to, I think what we'll do is actually we'll kill rotation and we'll raise this a little bit. So we're going up ever so slightly as well. We're going to burn towards, where is the space center? I can't actually see it. It's there, I think. Let's have a look. Let's bring it up on the map so we can see roughly. And I probably want to aim just beyond it, I reckon. Let's try and maybe move this way. Yeah, there we go. We want to move that way. And we want to go this way and try and get as close to it as possible. Let's move up a little bit too as well. We've got 1,800 meters per second delta V remaining. Right, let's kill our throttle there, and hopefully that might get us close to the space center, but I don't know. It's been a while since I've done anything like this, so we'll have to see. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, we are coming in at a really bad angle. Let's fire up our engines and try and use those to turn us around. Come on. Come on. Use the gimbal. Use the gimbal. Use the gimbal. The gimbal. Gimbal. Let's maybe turn these up. No, we've balled this up. There we go. That's better. Oh, God. Well, I mean, we've lost some air brakes. We lost some air brakes, and we're going to be quite away from the space center. I should have come at a much higher trajectory, but oh well. Oops. No turning, crash. No turning for you. Absolutely not, no. I was not anticipating coming quite that shallow back. That was, I mean, we got somewhat close, but not as close as I would have liked for this, which is a bit of a shame. Could have gone a lot better. A lot better. Mistakes were made. So what we're going to do is, yeah, we are just going to try and slowly bring this down, and here we go. 40 meters per second, 30 meters per second. Come on, just slowly. Oh, we're hovering. No, we're going up. Oops. This is probably gonna fall over. No! No! Boom! These old booster designs that I used are not as stable as the newer designs that I have used. So yes, they are not the best. They are absolutely not the best. Okay, well, yeah, that was a bit of a disaster, but that's okay. We can jump back to the main mission and get this all delivered. The machinery will still be delivered. It was just a little bit of an unfortunate incident with that booster. Am I cutting out for you, TNT Queen? I don't know. No one else seems to be mentioning any problems with that. But yeah, no, that was a little bit of a balls up. Basically, the newer designs that I have for these boosters, they're much more, the landing legs are a lot more spread out. They're a lot more bottom heavy. And because of that, they are a lot easier to land. These ones always used to fail because, yeah, the fuel mixture was all kinds of wonky. I could have designed them a lot better, but they were, yeah, they're not the best at doing that. Right, so we are going to, oh, hello. Say bye-bye to this, and we're going to do a quick, oh no, we've just missed an opportunity to rendezvous, which is a bit of a shame. but it's fine. We can do this in relatively quickly, hopefully. All right, we're going to need to go forward 1 orbit at least, probably 2 orbits. We'll go about there. 16.5 kilometers separation. Oh, that was a 0.5. Oh, we can get that closer. 2.4, 1.9. We leave that about there. That'll be fine. And yeah, we'll just let it tick down until it gets really close. And everything should be good. So we're going to, yeah, there we go. Cool. All right, let's turn our RCS off. Stick to the node. And we will get ready to fire. Kanasa, being surprisingly quiet. Am I? Am I being surprisingly quiet? It may be because I'm tired. Like I said, it's been a long day for me. So, to be honest, streaming and doing like an episode like every day for the past 2 weeks it's taken it out of me a little bit. I don't know how. Say Monsters, who is another KSP YouTuber who also does RO content, and I would recommend going and checking out. He's been releasing a video every day for like the past 2 friggin' years. How? How does he do it? How does he do it? Like I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I really am. It's not that bad, honestly, but like it is much harder to do like constant streams like this than my older schedule, just doing 1 or 2 episodes a week. I think I will eventually move back to that, obviously, when I start uni again and when work starts ramping up. At the moment, to be honest, I might need to move to that soon because my shifts, I am working now 30 hours a week at my new job, and I also have university work to do too. So getting an episode out every day, or like a live stream or an episode out every day, is probably not going to be sustainable. Have I taken my daily dose of Coke? Actually, I have not. I've not been drinking Coke during the course of this live stream. I've run out. I need to go to the shop after I finish streaming and go and buy some more, which it's very sad. I was thinking of buying an energy drink before this stream, but then it kind of got to 15 minutes before, and I was like, oh damn, I need to start my stream in 15 minutes. Should probably not go to the shop now because I might miss the intro, which would be terrible. Very, very, very bad. So, hey, Kanasa, just found your channel and binged almost 10 eps of Coming Home. Great content, my guy. So, the Drakey, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy them. No, I'm really enjoying putting them together at the moment. Obviously, this is going to be future Coming Home content that we will place in an episode. That's why my face is not in the stream at the moment. It was earlier on. But at the moment, yeah, we want to avoid any facial problems in the episode because I don't like putting my face in episodes. Because I feel like you don't want to see me bobbing around at like 4 times speed, which is how much I speed things up to when I actually do recordings. Oh, we want to get rid of FMRS. Yes, and we want to bring up our rendezvous info so we can see exactly how far away we're going to be. Coke or Pepsi? I prefer Coke. Just because it's just what I've always grown up on. I can normally, well, I normally only drink Diet Coke. Normally, that's what I should drink. But when I drink Coke, it's kind of like a placebo effect that I feel better when I drink Coke because I'm type 1 diabetic. And when I was younger, whenever I went hypoglycemic, Coca-Cola was what I want to kill rotation here. Coca-Cola is what I used to get my blood sugars up. So that always makes me feel like better when my blood sugars drop. Right, let's get to, come on, let's get a bit closer. 300 meters is a bit far for my liking. 200, let's turn caps on and see if we can get this any closer. 209, come on, 181, no, we need to go the other way. Let's go this way, this way, this way, this way. Come on. So I'm looking at that like value there and just trying to get this as close as I possibly can. Like it'd be very, very nice to be as close as possible without smashing straight into the station, because obviously that's never a good thing to happen. I think I'm quite happy with 16 meters away. That's good. So Kanasa, I believe in the multiverse theory, and if it's true, there is a universe just like KSP. I mean, yeah, if you believe in like infinite universes and yeah, the multiverse theory, then there is a universe for absolutely everything. There is, yeah, I don't know, like, let's just say there's going to be some very odd universes out there. There's going to be some very strange universes indeed. But with all seriousness, I choose Pepsi. Yeah, no, I've always enjoyed Coke. It just tastes nicer to me. I don't mind Pepsi. I'm not vehemently against Pepsi, but no, Coca-Cola is just my preferred poison. Although I think my favorite drink is probably Lipton's mango iced tea. That stuff is gorgeous. I like mango stuff though. And the place where I work now, they do a cold mango drink, which is, it's exquisite. It's divine. It's so incredibly nice. And I am almost certainly, why have we got our RCS on? Now we're 18.3 meters away. Oh dear. Yeah, no, it's absolutely fine. I love it. And I like working there because I get to make myself that drink when I want to. Well, not when I want to, but you know, like I get a drink every time I go on shift, which is nice. So I know that I'm saying water is better than any soda. Water is the best drink. I mean, yeah, water. You should always drink water. I just like to have the taste of some other things. And to be honest, like I drink squash sometimes. Ribena is always nice. I do love a good glass of Ribena, a bit of blackcurrant squash. Always good. Good old orange juice is nice every now and then too. We are 26 seconds away from our burn start, or like, yeah, we need to burn for 26 seconds. So I think what I'll do now we're here is we will start the engine up ever so slowly, and we'll start bringing this up a little bit. And I really don't want this to move very far, right? So we should probably burn a little bit more because we are getting 15 seconds. Oh dear, let's try not to crash into this, please. Right, we can kill that now. And now there is going to be an awful moment of lag whilst the ship actually renders into view. I think maybe what I should do is probably also turn on the good old thermometer thingy-bobby. The temperature cheat, because I really do not want this entire space station to explode when we get to it. So I'm going to Alt F12 as soon as it's loaded in, and we are going, although that might be too late. I don't think we should really have a problem. I think we should be fine. But yeah, this is how long it takes me to load this vessel in. Obviously, when I edit the videos, I cut this pause out, or at least I try to cut this pause out as much as possible. Right, Alt F12. Oh God, there's things like... Were there things blowing up? I hope there weren't. 8 seconds. Oh dear. Oh dear. 9. Here we go. We're getting close now, boys. Here we go. 5. Ah, it's right there. Quick, burn, burn, burn. Before we smash into it. Ah, we're going to be good. We're going to be good. There we go. Is KSP frozen? Yes, it was, because we were loading this rather large, ginormous, chonky, massive vessel. Yeah, it freezes whenever you load a vessel, and whenever you load a vessel that's like this size, it will take a little bit of time for the game to register that you are loading something new. Okay, and there we go, 0.1 meters per second of delta V. Lovely stuff. We're going to control from here. If I can set that, yeah, there we go. Just make sure that we do that. And then there was a docking port that I wanted to dock to, wasn't there? I think it wasn't that one, it was this one, although we could also dock to that one. To be honest, this is just a resupply mission, so I think we'll go to this one because it's like on our side and, you know, it's easy to get to. We could use docking autopilot, but I think once again, we're just going to dock manually because, you know, I did ascent guidance autopilot, so we might as well do some manual flying ourselves. It's gone, not crashed. We were fine. So, NASA, imagine NASA's computer if they don't lag when going close to the ISS. They can even run KSP real time. Besides, beside it too without yellow clocking. I mean, wouldn't it be lovely to play KSP without yellow clocking? That is the dream. That is the dream. Why are we? Oh, because we're the wrong side of it. We need to reverse. We need to reverse, or kind of reverse, and yeah, we'll just move over at a quite quick speed. I subscribed with my other account. Thank you for subscribing with your other account. All the subscribers other than The more subscribers, the better. I guess not, actually. I've talked about this in a video before. Obviously, like, sub count is important and everything as part of a YouTube channel, but the main thing is the views. If you have like a high sub count but you're getting no views, then your channel won't grow at all, because YouTube only cares about views because YouTube only cares about their ad revenue. And if a channel's not getting views, then YouTube aren't getting ad revenue. Right, let's slow ourselves down. We're going quite quickly now. Why is it not moving? Why is it not moving? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Now we're moving. Fine. I was just pressing the wrong keys. That was a big dumb moment. Right, let's try and get this spot on. So one thing I always used to hate was docking. I've gotten a lot better at docking now, especially using the tools that all of these mods give me to dock. But yes, I remember the first time I did a coming home live stream, I think I tried manually docking on there, and it was just awful. I couldn't do it to save my life. It had been so long since I'd done any sort of docking, and I was so used to MechJeb's auto dock, and I was just terrible at it. But now we can, you know, kind of get our docks all fine, and yeah, things are looking good. We're going to get these materials, all these machinery, this machinery to the space station, and with that we will have more than adequate supplies to, I hope we've got machinery in here, yes we do, to launch our first part of the Armstrong surface base. So let's just get this in. Oh, I went the wrong way. Caps lock, fine control. Let's get this in. There we go, we are docked. So Ganassa, stock system or GPP mod system, which is better? I've never played Galileo's Planet Pack. I've never played it. It's not a Planet Pack that I have tried. So I would not be able to answer that question because I've not actually ever used it. So sorry about that. Maybe it's something that I might pick up at some point, but I've got so many different like modded series going on, or like at least 2 modded series going on, that I feel like GPP is something that I won't touch for a very long time. Right, if I ever do. Unless they maybe say bring it back in KSP 2, maybe that's when I will have a look at that. What we're going to do is we are now going to time warp at incredibly slow speeds whilst this all gets built up. And hopefully, like, I speed this up in my videos, obviously, to about 8 times speed, but this is what it looks like when I'm actually doing it. It's so slow, it's so laggy, it's just a real pain. But it's what you got to deal with when you're playing with heavily modded installs, especially when you have a station that's got something like, I don't know how many parts this has now, probably like over 300, I imagine. It's quite chunky, it is quite large, it's big. I just joined. What are you supplying for? We are supplying machinery to Totally Reliable Assembly Platform so that we can send our first piece of our surface base down to the surface of Armstrong. Yeah, we are building a big old base. So one thing that I might have to do here is I might have to transfer some crew across to this, say an engineer to begin with, because I have a feeling the enriched uranium, despite putting it in the nuclear reactor, well, it's going to get put in that enriched uranium supply tank. Here it is. Here is the first part of the surface base, all built up in orbit. So we have not got enough machinery. That was not enough machinery. Oops. Oh, well, that doesn't matter. Right, we don't need specialized parts, material kits, or any of that kind of stuff. No, we don't need transport, depleted fuel. Nope. Enriched uranium. That's fine. We've got 1,080 on here, but to be honest, maybe we'll put 100 in, and that shouldn't really affect our Delta V requirements. Hello?
Can I tell you? Just get ready.
Can you tell me?
We've got to read it. I can't say it out.
I've got to read it. You can't say it out loud.
Yeah.
Why? Is it rude?
Is it inappropriate?
It's inappropriate. You're telling me an inappropriate joke whilst I'm streaming, and no one else will be able to. What? Alice has come in and has sent me a very inappropriate joke, apparently, so I've got no idea what this is about. That's terrible. That wasn't even worth it. What?
Right, I'll tell you a funny joke then.
You tell me a funny joke. Is it your life?
How do bats say hi to their mum?
How do bats say hi to their mum? How do bats say hi to their mum?
With a sound wave.
With a sound wave. Brilliant. Yeah, unfortunately, the enriched uranium, as I did think, has gone into this nuclear fuel drum rather than this reactor, which means that we're not going to be getting any power from this, which is brilliant. Yeah, and why is our RCS not working?
Sorry for that.
That's fine. Why is our RCS not working? That's concerning. Why is nothing working at all? Hang on, what is going on? Okay, we've got monopropellant on here. I am very confused why that's working. Right, I think now what we want to do is we want to quickly switch back to this and get a Kerbal across, transfer the enriched uranium across to there so that we can use it. We need a engineer Kerbal to do this, so let's do this real quick before that thing gets too far away. Right, so you'll do it. Do you know how to transfer enriched uranium from a fuel tank into a nuclear reactor?
Yeah, not you.
No, I don't know how to do it.
Sort out.
Sort it out. I should. Right, where's a good place to actually get this Kerbal to come out? We probably want to get him out in the stale cockpit. Where is the stale cockpit? There it is. Stale spaceplane cockpit. Let's get Zoggy Kerman, the engineer, over there. It says, initialization error, so avionics bust. Oh, yeah. I think that should be okay, though. I get that problem quite frequently. We're losing electric charge, probably because we are in the night time of the planet. Right, so we want... I think it was Zoggy Kerman, wasn't it, that we got into this cockpit. Let's get him over quickly so that we can actually transfer that enriched uranium. Hello, Lua. Oh, God. Oh, God, where are we going? What are we doing? Who are we? Zoggy Kerman? Be careful. That's the wrong way. We want to go this way. I mean, this is how big, like, this space station is. It's pretty friggin' huge. Causing errors, apparently. What monster should stay confined to Earth? What monster? What monster? What's Avionics doing outside of RO? I don't know why this has come up. Honestly, I am a little bit confused. That shouldn't be there. I don't have anything that has, like, RP1 Avionics involved on this, so it's a little bit weird, but oh well. Oh dear, I've just realised I need to extend these to get our Kerbal in. Are we even going to be able to do that without bashing that fuel? Yeah, we are. Lovely, because it'll extend and then it'll extend. Right, okay, let's get to here. Board this. Grab. Board. Now we've got an engineer on board. What we should be able to do is transfer fuel from here. Transfer fuel into there. It cannot transfer into a running converter. Okay, so we need to deactivate that reactor. Then we can transfer fuel from in there into there. Okay. Oh, there we go. Lovely. Transferred fuel. So these are going to be activated. Activate. And we're going to turn this on. We'll start the reactor. Generation 0.0. 180 electric charge per second. And that should stop at 850. Please stop at 850. Please stop at 850. Yes, cool. Right, so we can get Zoggy Kerman back out over, and we can get this on its way to Armstrong, the first piece of the Armstrong surface base. It's going to be glorious. Ah, yes, so 1 second per second. Did I say, like, 1 second per second, meaning to say frames per second? I'm not sure. That is definitely a mistake that I would make. Look at this. It's so beautiful. I love this. I love this space station. This is probably the nicest, coolest space station that I've ever built. It's very cool. And that bit kind of looks a bit like the Corellian Corvette, the Tantive 4 from Star Wars Episode 4, when it was the end piece of this. At least there were a few comments that said that anyway. Right, we're going to bring Mr. Zoggy Kerman back up to the space plane. Where is the... There it is. And yeah, like this left part, click to transfer nuclear fuel. That's never going to go, which is annoying. Board. There we go. Safe and sound back on board trap. And we will come over to the new bit. Canassa, which planet pack are you using? Sorry if the question sounds obvious. I'm new to your channel. That's fine. What's their name? Tools Robot. That's absolutely fine. The planet pack that I am using is called BeyondHome. I think it's in, I do mention it in the title for all of the videos. It's a planet pack made by GamesLink. It was the original planet pack that used parallax. Very cool system. It's got, yeah, so we start off in the Tempest system. However, in this, we do have Kerbal in it as well. So Kerbal is all the way over there. And it is a dead system. The star went supernova, or Kerbal went supernova, or something. It did something. And basically, now it is dead. And the aim of this series is to go back to that system, which will be very cool. Right, why is the RCS not working? We've got monopropellant. We've just lost monopropellant. What? What? Why is it not working? Wait. Hang on a minute. Does this require... Is this liquid fuel and oxidizer? Because if it is, then we made a big mistake. Because this only has liquid fuel in it. And I have a feeling it might be LFO that these run on. Oh, that would be really annoying. That would be very, very, very terrible. We've got like well, not avionics. We have a reaction wheel on here, which will get us somewhere, but it's not going to really get us very far. Like if we stick prograde, how quickly can we turn? Oh, it's not too bad actually. That's better than I thought it was going to be. We might still be able to land this even without RCS, but we will have to see. It could be annoying. Kerbal only went nova. Too small for a supernova. Okay, so yeah, Kerbal went nova. I didn't realize that was an actual technology, a term for it. What mod are those RCS ports from? I don't actually know what ones these are from. I've got a lot of mods on this install, and I don't know where all the parts are from. So yeah, I don't know where those ones are from, unfortunately. Right, anyway, we are going to... We've got 3,726 meters per second of delta V, so that's absolutely fine. We don't need to worry about that. We're going to go onto utilities and turn on differential throttle. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fire this up and get away from the station before I plot out my maneuver. Because it's going to be much nicer to get away, because then it won't be anywhere near as laggy. But bye-bye, totally reliable assembly platform. We will see you when we see you. And right now we are going to attempt to, yeah, send this on its way. I'm going to do a bit of a, you know, we're flying away from this. This is going to be in an episode, so we are going to cut away the screen and just watch it as it disappears off into the distance. And engines that are used for the landing on Armstrong, another moon. The engines that I'm using to land are from OPT. And they are very nice. What mod is the Manta plane from? That is also from OPT. OPT is kind of like a spaceplane mod made by Jade of Mar. He sometimes comes along to these live streams. He's quite active on the Discord as well. So yeah, you can ask him about the mod if you are on the Discord. Yeah, very cool mod. OPT like does all the spaceplane parts, does some very nice engines, does some great SSTO parts that I probably will be unlocking at some point soon. And once we do unlock those, well, we will almost certainly look at trying to make some SSTOs for road, which I think will be quite nice. I'm not very good at... Should you... So the heavy RCS blister should use monoprop. I thought it used monoprop. So I don't know why... I wasn't even using MechJeb. I was actually just pressing keys on the keyboard to try and make it move. Yeah. What nuclear reactors for? If I'm not mistaken, the nuclear reactors are from the Far Future Technologies mod. They might be. I think, yeah, I think they're from either Far Futures or Kerbal Atomics. One of those two mods is where I get the nuclear reactors from. Right, anyway, we have left that station. Why are we not getting... So, right, yeah, like, RCS enabled. Hang on. I had caps lock on. Oh, that was a big dumb. And because I had caps lock mode on, when I was moving it, it looked like nothing was moving. Okay, yep, no, that was me being completely silly. Very, very, very silly of me. But we do have control over that. Okay, so now we're going to plot our way over to Armstrong. If we maybe add a maneuver at this point, we might be able to get there without doing any sort of inclination change, which would be lovely. But I don't think, no, we will not, because friggin' Lua is in the way. Lua, why are you always in the way? Why is Lua always in the way? I think we need to go from about there, don't we? Maybe like about there. Then we do a little bit of an ink change over here. And we bring that up. We're still quite a ways off that. We need to change this one. Come on, let me select the maneuver node, please. God damn it. Why does KSP hit me so much sometimes? I do not know. All right, okay, well, we'll go to graphical maneuver, and what we'll do is we'll change maneuver 1 to be out about, oh God, way too quick, way too slow. Well, that's somewhere in between. And now we are nowhere near. That's because this one needs to still go up a little bit. Okay, we'll get there eventually. Right, and yeah, we need to start our burn at a different time. Where do we need to go? Probably, oh God, what am I doing? What am I doing? Come on. No, that's the wrong one. I need to do, oh, God damn it, like why won't it let me select that goddamn maneuver node? Please, I want to move you. I want to move you. I want to make you feel emotion. Right. Now I'm pressing things that I absolutely should not be. Right, so we need to... that's good enough. It's close enough. I don't want to go any further out than that, because obviously we are going to start running the risk of running into Lua. And I would rather not run into Lua. There we go. That's fine. We'll do that. We'll do that. Everything is good. We're going to go to the node. We're going to start burning an hour and 3 minutes. And we're probably going to end up shooting right past Armstrong. LOL. Reactors are from near future electrical. Okay. A really quick question. I don't really want to ask the actual forum because this is just easier. Do you know how to get the Canadarm with SOC? No, I don't, because I've never actually used the Shuttle Orbiter Construction Kit. I've never used that mod, and I've never used a mod with Canadarm either. So, sorry I can't be of any help, but I've never used those myself, so I've got no idea. So, Canassa, just be lazy and use Maneuver Planner. I mean, I could. Yeah, actually, I always forget that Maneuver Planner has an option of transferring to moons. I probably should use it for that, and it will do it really quickly for me, but... to be honest, yeah, why have I not been doing that? I've not been using MechJeb for like half of the features that it offers you, which is really bizarre because it would make my life a lot easier. Right, okay, well, there is that all done. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to warp to this and fire this up and head out on our way over to Armstrong. And hopefully set this down on that moon. Right, time warp complete. I think if we stick to the node, we are going to get ready to fire in 49 seconds. 30, 20, 10, 9. So, hang on, let me, I saw chat messages pop up, but I'm just going to fire this up now. Oh wow, differential throttle really makes this jet bloomin' heck. This is not looking cool. This does not look very good in the slightest. Why are we spinning? Why are we spinning? Why are we spinning? We've not got force roll on. What's our... yeah, we're rolling in this direction. We're rolling in the deep. That's like you could have had it all, wasn't it? Rolling in the deep. Yeah, that's the second line. Why are we spin? Why do we spin? Spin? Why? Why are we spinning? There we go. We stopped spinning. That's okay. So remember, don't crash or you'll experience a small thing called instant death. I would rather not experience instant death on this live stream, if I'm going to be particularly honest. It's something that I try to avoid at all times. However, obviously, there have been moments in my KSP career where I have killed things quite badly. But yeah, no, I saw about the nuclear reactors. Yeah, they do produce electric charge. That's what they're for. They're like super duper good at producing electric charge, but you do need to have enriched uranium in order to use them, which is a resource that we are going to be able to produce on this space station that we're building right now. Or not even a space station. This is going to be a surface base. Yeah, no, we will be able to produce enriched uranium from this facility right here, using the centrifuge, which is going to be lovely. All right, let's start slowing this down. And even more, because we do not want to overshoot our node, and even more, I think. And we're actually going to get the map up, just, you know, to see the final thing, kill rotation, and that's absolutely fine. We want to just make sure that we are as close to that as possible. I think if we go about there, I know we've overburnt that slightly, but I can never trust my eyes. Okay, let's just do a quick maneuver change here, just to make sure that we do get our encounter right. Let's focus our view on Armstrong and see where we're going to end up, in a very, very, very bad location. Okay, that's fine. We can change this. This can be sorted. Okay, let's go to orbit, maneuver number 1. We'll bring this up over here. This is going to be a costly maneuver change, isn't it? What the hell? Why is that? What is going on? Why was the maneuver changing? I don't understand. Something exploded. No, nothing's exploded. Why did that do that? I'm very, very, very much confusion. I'm not touching anything. What is going on? Oh, I think that may have been what was happening. It was. There we go. That's better. Okay, that is much nicer. That's a big burn. Really big burn. What is going on? Things are going weird. Things are going very weird. Right, so let's get that maneuver back up. Let's try and do this properly. We want to probably come a bit retro. Yeah, because we want to come around this side of the planet. Or the moon, even. And then we'll do this. And then we'll do a little bit of retrograde, like so. And then we'll do some more normal. And we'll make this to be like a 250 meters per second of burn to change our inclination. God, this is expensive. It's expensive. Very, very expensive. Okay, right. There we go. That is very nearly equatorial, and I'm quite happy with that. If we go like that, because I think I want to land equatorial because it's a really nice gorge on the equator that I want to go to. Right, it's 12,000 meters. We probably want to be a little bit further away than that. 25,000 meters. Cool. We'll get that all done. Let's stick to the node. That's going to take place in 2 minutes and 38 seconds. So we best get moving sharpish. If you right-click while dragging on the maneuver node, it'll lock it into that do you want to cancel mode, and it'll start being wacky. Oh, okay. Yeah, maneuver nodes, as much as like you use them all the time in KSP, all the time, like they are a required part of the game. You can't like eyeball interplanetary transfers, for example. You could probably eyeball like lunar transfers and stuff like that, but yeah, you need maneuver planner. You need it. And considering how necessary it is and how essential it is as part of the gameplay loop, as part of the gameplay experience, it is very janky. It is very, very janky. So I need to know to validate if I'm obsessed with this game or not. Oh, before I forget to ask, how many hours do you have or think you have in KSP? More than 4. At least 7 hours in the game, maybe. I mean, I streamed KSP last week for 24 hours. Yeah. Over the course of the week, I streamed KSP for 24 hours, but obviously I also had footage that I released at the same time. I reckon I've got over 10,000 hours. I can't see because I don't play KSP through Steam anymore. I've got about 2,000 hours on Steam, but I stopped opening KSP on Steam in about 2017, 2018. And I've only played a lot more KSP since then because I started my channel in 2020. So obviously my channel, when I started my channel, I started playing KSP a lot more because I had a lot more stuff to do. Like I was filming and I was streaming and all of that. Whereas before, like I played it like every now and then for a bit of fun and all of that. But once my channel started getting a bit more successful, I thought, oh yeah, let's do more KSP. So I reckon I've got probably over 10,000 hours. If you even look at all of the live streams I've done, I've probably got at least 400 hours on live streams, I reckon. I've done 100 live streams that are all about 4 hours long. I've done a 24-hour long live stream before, most of which was KSP. I've got a lot of time. You only played 12 hours. The other half was loading. Oh my god, if I do not feel that pain. Like, that, honestly, this save actually takes longer to load than my RP1 Realism Overhaul stream series that I'm doing at the moment, which is mental. Absolutely mental. This is, yeah, quite a intense modded series though. There's obviously a lot of mods on this, and I probably do need to clean up the save quite a bit because if I'm going to be honest, a lot of the craft in this save probably still have Principia stuff attached to them, which means, why are we spinning? Which means that, yeah, they are going to have really big vessel files in the persistent save file. Right, let's kill rotation. Let's get rid of that node. And let's just try and get ourselves pretty equatorial. I feel like that would be good there. Yeah, that's fine. 25,000 meters, 9 hours until we have to perform our burn. We're going to capture around Armstrong like so. Like so. Come on. Go about there. 30,000 meters. Yes, just do that. Right, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn RCS off, stick to the node. Then we're going to fast time warp to the node. We're going to perform this burn, try and land safely on the surface of that rather large, well, rather small moon even. It's a very small moon. It's a very small moon. It's very similar to Minmus from the stock game. It's like the second moon of Road. It's very small. It's a great place to go and mine and harvest and colonize. It's going to be great. So 10,000 hours of yellow clock, so about 5 hours at normal speed. Absolutely. If I had only played 5 hours normal speed of KSP, I would be quite upset. I would be very sad. Look, we're not even yellow clocking right now. Look at that. Green. It's a green clock. It's a green clock. And hopefully this surface base, the surface base will absolutely not stay a green clock, so we're going to be adding more modules to it. But it would be nice to begin with if we did have quite a bit of green clock. That would be very nice. I need to check out what JCeratops sent me as well. They did mention earlier on in the stream today that they do have a mod that basically, I think, like welds bits to like the planet, which makes it kind of... It runs a lot smoother, which would be very nice. Right, so now with that being done, we are pointed at the node. We are going to zip by road, say bye-bye road. Oh, there it goes. Ah, there's Lua. And then suddenly, Armstrong is right there. It's right there. Look at it shine. Very beautiful. Right, we're going to go to the node. This is going to be in 51 seconds, and we are going to capture around the moon. The moon. I was looking at chat and I forgot that I had time warp on. Bye-bye, I have to go. Thank you, I Like Space and KSP, for coming along. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and yeah, have a good evening. The re-entry effects are so realistic that I can feel my PC overheating. I mean, if you haven't killed a computer by playing Kerbal Space Program, have you really played Kerbal Space Program? My computer, my GPU obviously died. I did a video on it, over Christmas, this period. I had a 2070 Super, which I'd only had for about, maybe like 14 months, and it died. I bet KSP had something to do with that. The amount that KSP put my PC through, maybe. I don't know. It probably wasn't KSP, because why would KSP kill a GPU? It's not even that GPU intensive. It's much more CPU intensive, and I really hope I don't have to change that anytime soon, because that's going to be an expensive thing to replace. Right, so what the hell has happened there? Oh dear. That's not good. What? That is the Manta that is supposed to be landed with Nuke Base 1, which is that. Why is that somehow transported halfway across Armstrong? I am very confused, but okay. So ideally, what I want to do, I think, is set down the base. I don't know. I think we've got a nuclear reactor running on this, haven't we? How many days do we have? 5 years, but we can probably turn that down to like there. So 25 years. What we're going to do is we are going to wait maybe a little while and see if there's anywhere nicer that we can land. And have a look. Smart thinking. It went for a walk. It did go for a walk, but why has it walked all the way over there? Why is it leaving the base? I don't understand. This is very confusing and very concerning. The base should not have gone that way. No, it's a little bit weird, that. I will not lie, it's a little bit weird. So, Kanasa, how do you not use ScanSat to find the best place to mine? I'm triggered, sir. Triggered. I do use ScanSat to find the best place to mine. Look, like, if I open it up, it's on, like, resource map right now. Over Armstrong, because I was looking where all of the different resources for Armstrong were. That's what my main use for ScanSat. So I do that. I swear. Right, I think we want to land about here. I think in the old Coming Home, definitely not Jamestown was there. This is a very, very, very nice flat piece of land here, so I think, yeah, we will land there. That looks like it's going to be rather promising. I think what we'll do is we'll stick ourselves retrograde now, and we'll begin our final descent onto the surface of Armstrong. Oh, my bad. No, I do use it. It's very, very, very useful. That's why we've got this base in the mountains, because the highlands of Armstrong do have the highest or the only concentration of uraninite and ore in order to produce, you know, like liquid fuel and all of that. So let's try and maybe burn up. Yeah, we want to kind of go like smack bang in the middle of this gorge here. Like, I reckon if we slow ourselves down there and now stick retro, that should be more than fine to land. Like, look, we're only going 107 meters per second. We've got way more than enough delta V in order to land this, which is going to be fabulous. It's going to be very fantastic. This should be, hopefully, a easy enough landing, and we'll get our first module of this surface base down on the surface, and we can start setting things all up. Obviously, this does need a crew to run all of the nuclear reprocessing facilities, but that will come. We will obviously send a crew down. We're going to want quite a few crew members down here, I feel like, by the end of the series. This is going to be a base that we essentially set up and we can just leave. It will be able to produce everything that it wants, which is going to be great. Colony supplies. Colony bits and bobs. I don't actually know what else. I'm not sure what this is going to produce, but it will produce everything that we could possibly need. Right, so we are going to be landing in not very long. That says 50 minutes, but I somehow feel that that is not 50 minutes, considering... Oh, wait, what? How is that 49 minutes away? Really? That's... No way is that 49 minutes. That's... It's got like a... I'm so confused. I'm very much confused. Right, I think what we want to do is probably think about landing right now. And we need to flip over because we are coming down very, very hot. Oops, I probably should have started doing this sooner. Oh man, differential throttle is so nice. I never realized this was a thing. When am I going to start making Kerbals in situ? That's the only thing that we can't do, unfortunately. We can't tell them to get a little bit frisky and a little bit naughty. I know they are planning on doing something with that in KSP2, aren't they? They do plan on having Kerbals being able to repopulate, from what I remember from reading or seeing some of the development videos that they were working on, which yes, Kerbals getting a little bit frisky in their surface bases on all of the different planets that they are going to go and occupy. If anyone just joined the stream at this moment, welcome to a Car NASA stream. It's a feature of MKS. USI MKS, what's this? What is a feature of USI MKS? Oh, what like this kind of weirdness. So they just plant one of their eyes and regrow them eventually, I hope at least. Well, they are meant to be like plant-based creatures, aren't they? So about maneuver node issues, in KSP2 they are redesigning the maneuvering system. Hopefully it's going to be great. You would like to think they've obviously had 10 years or even more of KSP1 to kind of like perfect the art. Maybe they're going to come in with a whole new system that might be a lot better. Who knows? I got told, I think on my Discord as well, that apparently there's rumors. I'm not sure if this can be confirmed. I've not got any sources for it. Oh dear. That they are actually going to announce a proper release date in August of this year, October of this year, which will be very cool. I'm very much looking forward to seeing that, because I'm looking forward to getting my grubby mitts on Kerbal Space Program 2. I'm basically probably going to be carrying on like this series, but you know, with actual in the actual game. Like, you don't have to do mods. You don't have to get mods in KSP2 to do what I'm doing in this game, because it's all part of the basic game. It's going to be very exciting. It's going to be very, very, very cool. I am back. Sorry, I left. I had a class. Well, that is very, 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 very important that you go to your classes. So, well done for going to your class rather than staying at the stream. That was the smart decision. Yes, but welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. We are coming now. We're landing our first surface module on the surface of Armstrong. And these do have ground tethers, so I can use those to make sure that we do not go flying all over the place, which is glorious. Once we set this down, basically, this will remain stationary. We will not need to touch it at all. Can't wait for August to roll around, and it's like December 2023. That would be a real shame. I really hope it's not going to be that late. Oh, we're getting a weird kind of like texture glitch on the surface of Armstrong there. That's a bit strange. You see like all of the funky lines going on. Not sure what's causing that. Right, let's kill the throttle. Let's go kill rotation. 1.5 meters per second. 1.3. 0.4. There we go. That's a nice slow speed to set ourselves down at. 0.7. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll turn the RCS off, and we'll wait for that to probably... is that good? Probably like... about there. And there we go. We are tethered to the ground. The start of our new massive surface base is ready, and it does look like we are on a bit of a slope. Like, to be honest, Armstrong is so small that everything is on a slope, but this does look way more slopey than anywhere else. Like, look, this is definitely a little bit of an incline. So I think what we are going to do is we are actually going to untether this, toggle ground tether. And we're going to kill rotation, and we're going to head over in this direction a little bit. And move it over to this like much flatter bit of land over here. I feel that's where we want to go. So yeah, let's move this over here, please. Over to this rather large flat section, and then we will attempt to land this again. So we've landed once, let's do it for a second time. Yeah, we'll just float along like this. Cool, and this should hopefully work out a little bit better. Can I talk about my theories for KSP2 multiplayer? Would you like a lot of players to be able to build and interact in the same universe? I mean, obviously, I really would like that to happen. I've never played any sort of multiplayer on KSP, though. I know people have obviously, when they mention KSP2 multiplayer, they start bringing up like dark multiplayer or lunar multiplayer. I think it's dark multiplayer, isn't it? And I'm really kind of like looking forward to seeing what the devs do with multiplayer in KSP2. But having never, are you off?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find my car keys.
Your car keys, I think they're in my jacket. I took them to work this morning, didn't I? You got them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, see you later. Bye. As I say, just heading off to the gym to get them gains.
Actually, not peace, death.
Death, okay,
Whatever
death, lots of death. Okay, that will probably happen. Yeah, no, KSP2 multiplayer. I don't know how it's going to work because, yeah, like I said, I've not really done any LMP or DMP. I know that they do manage to get it to work in that, but it'd be interesting to see like how time warp works, for instance. Like, how do you do time warp when there are multiple people playing the game? Because obviously some people, like right now, I do not want to warp at all. I am trying to land on a celestial body. If I want, like, someone wanted to go, say, like 100 times time warp, that would end really badly for me. I'm sure there's obviously ways around it in LMP and DMP that I don't know about. And actually, talking about that, we are really trying to set up a DMP, or I think whatever the most the up-to-date one is, a KSP multiplayer server over on my Discord that hopefully we should be getting set up soon. I know I need to talk to Default about it, who has kindly offered to lend us some server space to set one of those up. It'd be really cool. I'm not sure what kind of like mods or anything we'll be putting on there. It might be a question of just like asking around the Discord when that does get set up, and as soon as we've kind of like got an idea, hopefully we should be able to get that set up soon, which will be really cool because it would be nice to have like a community place where everyone can play Kerbal Space Program together, which would be awesome. Am I making a second base? Maybe. Does the big base module not give it away? No, we are definitely making. This is Aldrin base. This is going to be Aldrin base. There we go. This is a little bit flatter. This looks a little bit better. A little bit less hilly than. Yeah, we were on that before, and that was bad. We didn't want to be on a big hill. This is much better. But now that we've landed that, I guess what we can do is toggle the ground tether for reals this time. And I might leave these on until we have a crew. Reason being is, obviously, if I want to move or maneuver this module anymore, then we are going to need to have these engines on board. But that was a successful touchdown of this base. We have enough enriched uranium for this to last 25 years at the moment. We've got machinery in all of these, so we can produce more as soon as we have our Kerbals down. We need a crew to get down here. We can deploy these stairs, so, you know, everyone can just, you know, step up and have a look around and see and get into the base that way. I love these stairs. Honestly, I mentioned it earlier on in the stream, but on this stream even. And these stairs are just fabulous. I know Benji 10's Planet Side Exploration Pack mod adds some, but I think these might be different ones. I'm not entirely sure where they're from. Hello, Chill Guy. Welcome to the stream. So, can I say also maybe Space Engineers server? Yes, we were talking about doing a Space Engineers server as well as some other servers as well, I think, weren't we? Maybe a Minecraft one as well. We'll have to talk about it. Chill Guy is obviously a mod on my Discord, so he kind of knows the ins and outs of what's been going on, what we've been talking about. It'll be really cool. No, RSS multiplayer server. Can you do, like, LMP on RSS? I don't actually know. I've not seen. I'm just going to, like, chill and keep up with chat for a minute now. Regarding making new Kerbals, check out the Tundra colonization module. It has a feature called Colony Growth, which requires one male and female Kerbal along with... What? Oh my god, so you can actually get Kerbals off-world? I didn't know that. I just seen stuff being off. That's made me laugh. I'm assuming because someone's saying, like, landing is so fun you have to do it twice. It still counts as one. Gimli. Absolutely brilliant. It still only counts as one. Yeah, when Legolas kills the Mumakil at the Battle of the Pelennor Fields. Ooh, very, very good. Sandbox Spy will give Default a lot of stuff to do. Yes, Default is gonna be very busy with some of the requests that we are going to have. Absolutely. NFC, near future construction. Oh, it very well could be. I do have all of the near future mods on this install, so yeah, they definitely could be on there. it definitely could be those. I'm quite pleased with the progress of that. I don't know, like the surface of Armstrong is a little bit wonky. There's all of these lines. Hang on, if I double tap map, will that get rid of it? No, we still get wonky lines. Okay, that's fine. Right, we're gonna go back to the Space Center now. I think we'll have a look at designing a second base module. Although I've been streaming for 3 hours and a quarter already. I'm not sure if I'm going to be launching this second base module in today's live stream, but we will hopefully get it designed. A lot of mod. Karnasa, what's your opinion on KSRSS? I've never played it. I personally, if I was doing RSS, I would just like to go full scale with RO RP1. Just I feel like that's the way, kind of like the way to play RSS. But that's just my personal opinion, and it's the way that I've played it. Like if you've not got a PC that's really good enough to play RSS, and if you're struggling with it, then by all means, like yeah, KSRSS is probably really good. But I like the additional challenge that RSS-RO and RP1 does provide. I like to challenge myself, probably because I am challenged. I don't know, but yeah, no. I've never tried KSRSS, so I couldn't really say. It is amazing. Look in description. There's a lot of mods. Was there someone asking about mods? What mods is this? There is a lot of mods. Yeah, but yeah, all of the mods are in the description, or I think near enough all of the mods are in the description. There are some that I don't have that because the description of the videos got too long, but it was kind of things like module manager and like some like really small things that are dependencies for other mods that you would absolutely get if you selected the mods that I do have in the description of the video on CCAN, which is the way that I would recommend getting the mods for the mods that I'm using for this. Right, there we go. We landed that. Let's go into the VAB and see what we can do next. Put the mods in a paste bin. I can't. Basically, if I did that, then I would be breaking Kerbal Space Program's terms of conditions, probably also the terms of conditions of many of the mods that I would be using, and I would get in a lot of trouble. And I do not want to get into a lot of trouble because obviously, like, I played KSP publicly as well, so it's like, it's not like I don't know, I've got some mods and I'm sharing them to a friend. Like, it's obviously people, I mean, I'm not a huge channel, but people do know about this channel, and it's, yeah, I don't want to go around upsetting people by breaking KSP terms of service and all of that. Hello, Arthur the guest dev. Welcome to the stream. We have set up the first module of our surface base now, and we're going to look at designing a second one. I think for the purpose of this stream and for these first early basic modules, I'm just going to use the flexi tubes because they are so simple and they're so nice to use. But maybe at a later date, and maybe not on a live stream because it's going to take me a while to figure out what to do, I will build some sort of construction device that will be able to lift modules and plonk them together and slap them and all of that, and everything should be amazing. What's KSRSS? Kerbal Scale Real Solar System. So it's the RSS mod, but it is scaled down to Kerbin size, I think. Yeah. So, Kanasa, am I going to stream tomorrow? I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow because I am working tomorrow at 4 till 7:30. So basically, it might be 3 till 7:30. So I usually like to start streaming at the earliest at 6. So that would mean that probably the earliest I could stream that day would be like 8:30, and I tend to stream for like 3.5 hours, 4 hours. I think I'm actually going to, I think I'm done for building today now. I need to probably get some stuff ready. So I am going to end the stream there, but I'll just answer questions in chat. Like we've started the base building, and I might do a bit more of this tomorrow at a later stream. Yeah, I'll probably save it for tomorrow's stream. But no, obviously 3.5 hours, so that's going to be really late for me when I am also, I'm not working on Friday though, so I might stream tomorrow, but it might be a bit of a later one because obviously when I get back from work I have to set up the stream and I have to do all of that. There's going to be a lot that I need to focus on. And yeah, it's going to be a bit touch and go. I might be tired as well, but I would like to stream because I'm trying to do something every day this week. How's my work? My work is going really well. It's going really well. Had a good shift today, and it's been good. My colleagues are really nice. get on with all of them so far, which is pretty nice. Obviously, I'm going to now that we've done that, I'm going to stop the recording and I'm going to come back. You know, work is going fantastically well, which is great when you get here just when the stream ends. Sorry, Zaka139, but I have been streaming for 3 hours and 20 minutes. It's not exactly been a short stream. I know, like, a lot of people obviously are like in different countries and like time zones and all of that. But it is now like 9:20 for my time, and I do need my beauty sleep. I need to go to bed and, you know, make sure I'm all prepared for tomorrow. And to be honest, there's other stuff that I need to do too. I want to start thinking about, some other things. So, yes. And you have a RTX 3070 Ti. That's what I have. I have a 3070 Ti. That's what I am running this. That's what I bought when my 2070 Super died. But yes, it's very nice. I haven't slept in 36 hours. I used to be able to do that, but then I got old, and now I can't do that anymore. The older you get, the harder that is to do. I live streamed for 24 hours last year, and that just sucked. By the end of it, I was very tired. Roland Mine, thank you for the $5 donation. Love your video, mates. Thank you for streaming so much. I'm glad you enjoy them. I'm glad you enjoy the streams and the videos. And yeah, the donation is greatly appreciated. Thank you very, very much. But I think, with that, I think I've gone through most of the comments that I've seen recently. I think I'm going to go for now. I will try and stream again tomorrow. Like I said, not sure if that's going to happen. Obviously, I will be at work and I'll be coming home. Coming home. There you go. It's the name of the series. Yeah, I'll be coming home quite late, but I will try and get it. And I will announce it on Discord probably if I do. Oh, there we go. The super chat came through. I will be announcing it on Discord. So if you don't know about the Discord, definitely go check it out. Great place. Awesome place. And like everything gets announced on there. So until next time, maybe tomorrow, I've been Kanasa and I will see you later.